All right. What's up, y'all? Oh my God, what is going on? We over here trying to do literally too much. All right, we live and where we need to be live. I see folks jumping in. Listen, let me just go ahead and get Florence on here so I can stop playing. Child, I don't know what I'm doing, but it's
You
the end of the new year or what is it? End of
It is not the end of the end. James,
Mm, y'all pray for me. Y'all pray.
that's newbie brain. End of the new year, end of the old year,
Listen,
end of the old year.
I don't know what's right. I don't know what's wrong, but we're gonna figure it out. Listen, just wanted to
All
jump
right.
on and say hello to everybody. Do something, God. Oh, been a while
Hey,
since
hey.
anybody did anything. How come I'm not lined up right? You know, going through problems, Lord. Going through problems.
Okay.
This year, your holiday so far okay though?
Yeah, it's been a lot of transition happening personally, which is, of course, changing my flows and
Mm.
what I do when and how I do when and who I connect with when. But it's good. It's
Getting
good.
in there,
I
okay.
you know
You gonna be ready for the new year? Cause well, 'cause, don't really have a choice to be honest with you. But
exactly, whether ready or not, it's coming. Ready or not, it's coming. Time is the one thing that it moves whether you ready to move or not.
and it don't seem to want to slow down around these parts either. So,
It don't slow down. Don't
man,
slow down. Mm-mm.
that's all
Not at
good.
all.
That's all.
How
We
was your holiday? Everybody still home or folks have traveled or they staying through the
my
weekend?
house is active. Out there. That's the word for the day. I had we had I don't know 20 plus. We had everybody over at this house eating all the food too. God, listen. I love my family, but y'all don't have to come eat all the food. Okay. Okay. I got 3 out of 4
You would
still
be
here right
upset
now
if
though. Hmm?
you would be upset if they weren't eating all the food. Do you think something was wrong?
No, don't say that out loud because I don't know where we going live right
I'm
now, and
saying it
said
out
folks may
loud.
be watching, so don't be showing my weakness.
Don't tell don't tell them to eat up all the food.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Don't like people just rolling up in the house, but it's okay. No, love the family,
To
love
eat up all
everybody
your
coming
food and
through.
drink up all your drinks.
Man, listen, okay, and now I got kids that old enough to drink. Son came up to me the other day. Hey, Dad, you ever tried that Douce? Listen, boy, what you know about this brown liquor, boy?
I was talking tea, coffee. I
I
wasn't
know,
going
me
there.
too. You know, my 21-year-old come over and say, "Hey, you know about this cognac? Okay, brother, I see, I see. No,
Mm-mm.
can't complain
So
at all.
what you been doing in the
Look
I
at saw. Let me get my
saw
glasses on so
a
I can saw.
clip.
Mm-mm.
I saw a clip and
Mm.
I was like, the clip was a visual of something you've heard me say many, many times. But I saw this clip that was saying Hussein didn't become a champion in front of the camera on the track. He became a champion when nobody was looking in the gym, working out, being disciplined, early mornings, late nights when people didn't see him. So my question is,
Oh,
Dr. Hicks,
mm.
what you in the gym working out? So when you
Man,
come
oh
out
man, we
in
can't. We're not going to
January,
divulge.
it's
No,
gonna
we
be
ain't going
like,
to. We not divulging any of that. We got some things. We got skunk works. and you old
but
IT,
you
so
in the gym
you
where
know
you in
what?
the
Yeah.
gym. I know what skunk works are.
Yeah, we in
Yeah.
here doing some.
Yeah, I got some skunk works going on too. But the
But
key is
yeah.
you're doing it, and when people say you've achieved whatever milestone the world
Mm.
applauds, the milestone that's achieved is the end. It's not the work. The work was happening days, weeks, months, sometimes years long before it showed up as a thing.
Yeah, but but that's been I'm gonna be I'm gonna admit that's been the hard part, the work. It man, it really is, and I don't. I'm sure I speak for you, but I won't speak for you if you don't want me to. But we don't do it
You can speak for me.
for the pomp and the circumstance. Right.
Right.
We don't do the things kind of that we get down with just to say that we did it and just prom- promote it out of a selfish nature. We do it to bring value and we do it to try to do something better in the world. Literally, I mean, that's
Right.
kind of what it is.
Yeah.
Vanity metrics, vanity numbers are not where it's at. It's about touching someone and making sure that that person gets better and if we could be a part of that, then that's what's dope about it. But man, that behind the scenes stuff, the blood, sweat, the tears, sometimes too, it's it,
Being mad
it can
look,
dry
how
out.
about
It can
this?
dry on you.
Being mad at the computer, talking to it like it can actually talk can hear you and talk back to you. Like,
We didn't have a
what you
lot
doing?
of yelling
That's not
matches
what I'm
up in
trying to
there.
do.
We didn't have lot of
Right.
yelling
I'm like,
matches,
"You will not defeat me today."
man.
What the
Yeah.
world?
And then so much is happening in our industries, right? Because we call ourselves teachers, subject matter experts, trusted advisors, all of those adjectives, whichever one you want to use, and so much is evolving so quickly. It's a challenge to. I don't want to say it's a problem. I'll say it's a challenge. It's a challenge to lock in and kind of get of our what we talk about a lot of times, getting out of our own way, right? Because I really want to stay in front of as much as I can, right? So I can have those cognizant and conscious conversations with folks that I know what I'm talking about, but it's just such an influx of activity. I know I'm talking in circles, but and this is how I'm going to be for another 48 hours until the new year when I get my head right. But um, I,
You heard it here,
here it
folks,
is
till
right
he
here.
get his head right.
The thing
Okay.
is that I have realized who I am not. I know who I am,
Okay.
but I've realized probably in the last 3 or 4 weeks who I am not.
Mm,
And once I
interesting
get ready
perspective.
to talk about that piece right there, I'll drop it somewhere on the channel. So I'm not ready to necessarily talk about that, but I know who I am, and I know what I do, and know what I'm good at, know what I'm not good at. But I've actually realized what it is and who I am not, and that's been the thing that I'm gripping with the most. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, there you go.
You know, that is so powerful because in this airing, broadcasting, I'm not gonna call it content creation because I'm talking about the visual aspect specifically right now.
Mm,
As one begins to mature in this industry game, it is so critical that we take a step back and say, "Who am I and who am I not?"
hmm
Right? Because I'll talk about me. I'm not gonna talk about anybody else because I can tell my own crazy and you don't have to worry about it. Now that I've been here 3 years, it was a lot of watching and hearing and attempting to try different activities, approaches, strategies from others who I rightfully look up to and respect. The last 7, 8 months has really been dialing into not what they say or do, but who are you and how are you to do what it is you're destined to do? A piece is what we're seeing today, this visual, this on camera, but so much more of it is not. And I know you see some of what I'm doing that it's not on camera,
yeah.
but that piece of understanding who I am and who I am not,
Mm,
and who I am destined to be and who I'm not destined to be. Because one person, let's use an example, um, creates shorts every day. Just pick something. If that is not the medium that my audience, the the person I'm destined to assist, to support, to sow into, if that is not how the person consumes, then there's little to no value in me putting putting together that content, investing the time,
Mm.
developing the workflows to publish that content when there is no real audience for it, for the people that I'm destined to reach. Doesn't mean that the content format, because that's it's all a format. The format isn't valuable. The format is valuable for the audience it's intended to reach, but it's not valuable just for the sake of doing it because everybody else is doing it. Does that make sense to you?
It does.
Maybe
Excuse
not.
me, Lord have mercy. I'm over here
Mm,
choking on the
don't
Kahlua and coffee over here.
no, I cannot do him look on you through the camera, sir.
You know what I'm saying? I'm over here choking on
What
the
are you
Kahlua and
doing?
coffee. Um, and so that's a hard thing to think about and hard thing to come to grips with, right? Because you want to create the
Mhm.
content, you want to share it with your audience, you want to share it with your community, but where really does it resonate? And we want to have the volume. We want to have the YouTube, the Facebook, the Instagram. Shouts out to you, Scotty. I see you over there. 24-hour boss is over here. Lord, I see you over there on IG too.
Hey,
Hopefully,
Brian.
hopefully I'm over there. We in horizontal and not vertical. Can somebody over on IG let me know if we are horizontal or vertical? Because either way, I'm gonna have a conversation with my encoder that I'm using. So somebody over there let me know. But again, does your content
You and
reside?
that encoder.
I'm, you know, being very high level. I'm not dropping names, not dropping names, right?
Exactly.
But you saw I got a meeting tomorrow with another encoder
Mhm.
platform
Mhm.
to tell them
Mhm.
if their baby is ugly. What was I talking about? Oh, everyone's content may or may not resonate to be on all these different platforms. So do you? I will say this. For me, this right now, I know it's going live on my Facebook personal profile. This will be the last time that I stream on my Facebook personal profile.
Wow. Breaking news, breaking news.
Don't nobody care. But right, anytime I go live on that particular platform, it'll be on my business profile. But my personal profile is going to be, hey, cute pictures of my wife, cute pictures of the kids, me and my dad drinking, just hanging out, that kind of stuff. I don't think that audience, just for me and the content that I create, that audience on my personal profile necessarily wants to hear about the business of technology, content creation, digital strategy, and things of that. That's not where I want that message to
Mm.
go. I want that message to go a couple of other places. Um, but I'm only doing it now because it's end of year and just want everybody to chop in and say what's going on. But, you know, so that's a conscious conversation that we have to have with ourselves again as platform owners and curators of content because some folks may want to go live on all these other platforms just because we have that capability. Yeah, we got the capability to do it, but does it make sense? Does it make sense? Why?
And that's where we start. For every decision we make, why? What's the reason behind it? Not the surface reason, but what's the real reason?
Yeah.
The why. If the why is not, well, crystal clear,
Mm.
then I spend a lot of energy and time developing something that's not gonna achieve what I really intended to achieve. It's cute, learn a
Yeah.
lot,
Might get a little bump right in your metrics and all, but is
but
it
is it achieving the thing that I want, and I have been guided to achieve?
mhm.
And that is a that's a lesson to learn because you can literally drive yourself insane chasing
Amen.
all the rabbits.
That's it.
because they're coming every day. They're these little jokers popping up everywhere. So I was about to say something, so I was like, clean that
you,
up before
you
you
say
let
what
that come out of your mouth.
you say what you want to.
Um, no, no, I don't subscribe to you just say it just cause. We still live in a civil society.
Mm,
So,
I wonder about that sometimes. Okay,
no comment.
I'll leave that alone.
Um, so really being intentional. There is not an organization, whether it's a nonprofit, for profit, family, that doesn't have a purpose and a mission. The question is, once the organization, whether it's 2 people, 3 people, or 300,000 people,
Mhm,
once the organization has determined what its mission is, what its real direction is, then that guides all of the other decisions. So if you don't know what that North Star is, you can be flying all over the place doing it because it looks cute and everybody else is doing it. And then, it gives you a temporary satisfaction and you don't accomplish what you've been trying to accomplish. You just run around doing a whole lot of stuff.
mm.
So,
Let me drop this
who
up
we got
here.
with us?
Hey, we got my man Carlos up. Yeah, you know Carlos. Carlos says, agree. For instance,
Hey,
if the reason to create is for validation, no. If the reason to is to express, yes. Carlos, come on, brother. Get on camera, brother. You got the link. You can come in through the front door. That's a bad man right there. Appreciate
hey,
you, brother.
Carlos. Good evening. So that's been a part of my working.
Mm,
That in the gym working,
mm-hmm,
it's just. I think I've shared with you. I was introduced to this entire world or game through the format of live streaming,
mm,
and really genuinely started with no knowledge. Just started. What I knew is my subject matter, and I knew my purpose, and I knew who I was to speak to, who I was supposed to support, who I was supposed to help transform. But in terms of the platforms and how they work and what you do and all the variant, when I tell you no clue, clueless,
mm. But now look at you.
real clueless.
But now look at you hosting summits and webinars and I don't know what else you call them. I'm trying to find some fancy words, but doing all those kind of things, and I love it. I,
Well, this is the thing. That stuff I had done in quote unquote in the real world
yeah.
for years. For years. For all kinds of events. That's no big deal. What was unique was being in social media, virtual video production,
Mm,
how these platforms work. Still don't know how some of them work. Uh, at a other than on a very surface level, as I call it, on the very consumer end of the spectrum versus the business and operational end of the spectrum. Those are very different. And so it has been a learning, a constant daily learning for me. And I'm grateful for it.
mm.
When you said you've determined who you're not, that journey is definitely applicable.
Yeah.
Even in this, if whether you want to whatever platform, whatever format,
Well, okay. So I'll say a little
you
bit. I won't.
choose
Say,
to
I won't
participate
say the
in.
whole thing, but so I'm not that
I'm
guy.
not trying to get you to say
I'm
anything.
gonna say it. I'm not that. I'm not the webinar. I'm not the master class guy. I'm not. Right.
Okay.
And there's been a pull probably self-inflicted to go that route. There's been a pull to say, let me do seminars, webinars, master classes, things of that nature. No, I'm more a storyteller. I'm more
Mhm.
of getting Florence on camera, point the right way, getting Florence on camera and saying, tell me something about you that is important to you. And
Mhm.
pulling that out and having the conversation. I mean, 8 times out of 10, I don't give a run of show for the technologist forum.
Right.
And
He
a lot of
just
time,
give a whole bunch of questions
right?
at the
And
last minute,
right at the last minute, but
like
I
we
do I
supposed
do
to read
that
them and
I,
understand them.
I do that consciously because I know, and my guy Keith Pelzer too, who may jump on when we do conscious conversations, right? No script, no agenda or anything, but there's always a message. At the end of the day, at the end of the 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 minutes, however it is, we have the conversation and it comes back to where there's a message. There's an aha moment for everyone that's involved, and that's the
Mhm.
that's where I thrive. That's where I live kind of in that edge case. And
Mhm.
I mean, you can't script that every single time. You can't come up with slides that say this is the format, this is the process. Yes, I am making slides though for February, and so when I do your thing, we're gonna be on point,
'Cause you gonna teach that class.
right? But
I'm just letting you know now, you're
yeah,
teaching the class.
I,
Y'all, he's teaching the class.
but that's
He
outside
not getting
of
out of it.
who I typically and what I typically want to do in this world, in my quote unquote corporate professional world. That's what I do, right? I'm in front of the whiteboard. I got the dry erase pen. I'm walking around. People know I call them the jazz hands. I'm doing that thing. But in this world, in this digital creator world, and in this video world, I'm more of, I want to tell a story, and I want you to tell a story, and I want someone on the other end to get it and say, man, that was really cool. How do I get in touch with Florence so I know even just a little bit more? How do I get in touch with X, Y, and Z and broaden my skill set? That's the win-win. That's the revenue for me.
Mhm.
Not in this world of video creation, digital content creation, again, whatever we want to call it, to get. I'm not worried about plot. I'm not worried about a lot of that other stuff. It'd be dope if y'all get you see these new media t-shirts. Okay, see, I am gonna hawk my gear real quick, but I'm not locked in as that is why I'm doing this. I could be doing a whole lot of other things
Mhm.
besides sitting in front of these cameras and lights all day, right? And again, I divide my time accordingly so I have a good uh, work-life balance. And my wife would let me
Mhm.
know anyway if I was in this room too long. Well, I don't know where I'm going with that, but I'm just saying again, we all have our own race to run, and mine in particular, it seems is different than what the expectation should be for me. And I've
And
had
therein lies the rub.
yeah,
The should be.
yeah,
Who defines the should be?
I don't know.
Who
I don't know.
defines for each of us,
Yeah.
Carlos, Pelzer, Tanya, in any of us, Dr. Stone,
Mm.
who defines that? If they, the quote on they, I haven't met a human yet whose mama named them they.
Mm-mm. Mm.
I keep looking to I keep looking to see if I'm gonna find that person. I ain't found that person yet. I have not met or seen
Who they
written
is?
anyone whose mama named them they.
Well.
So who defines what and how we're to show up to deliver the value that's in us that comes out to serve a specific group of people? In anything, if you serving everybody, you're serving no one. And it doesn't matter what it's in.
Mm-hmm.
So my takeaway from you is This is a moment of getting out of your own way and stop thinking about what they think you ought to do.
Yeah,
Because they
and
doesn't exist.
it so very introspective. Thank you, Glenn. Appreciate you for joining me. I say that, and you know that. I that's one of my monikers about getting out of your own way. But so that's one finger pointing out and three fingers pointing back at me. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but that is a lot. Some of these things that we say and or do, they're easier to say than they are to do.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
I'm one also who, admittedly, I don't care about people. I really right. I don't let what other folks say or think about me drive my actions. I really don't.
Mhm.
However, I do want to be of value when I take that 1440 from folks. When I take a minute, a portion of that 1440 from folks. Those
Mhm.
1,440 minutes is, throughout the day is something that Florence has beat into my head, folks. So again, when I take that most valuable asset of time from folks, and you choose to, like my guy just now, subscribe. If you choose to, whatever the case may be, is that time valuable to you? Did you learn something? Is that something that you feel worthy of sharing with your inner circle and your friends and your family, your acquaintances? Did you want to contribute to the cause? Did you want to share the message? Do you want to come on screen? Whatever the case may be, is it something that you got that again made you say, "Aha, that's pretty cool. I can leverage or I can utilize that in my life." I do
Yeah.
struggle with that on a daily basis because again, if I'm not bringing at least if I'm not reaching one, so they can go teach one. Shout out to my man Kevin Bracey. I stole that from him too. God, dog, all my friends got these quotes that bangers, boy. If he watching, I'm not gonna put that on a T-shirt because you said it first, brother. But if I'm not at least reaching one, so they can go out there and teach
Yes,
one.
he is. He gonna put it on a T-shirt. Just let you know, he gonna put it on a T-shirt.
I ain't gonna do that though, man. Well, maybe I will. Maybe I will. I'll give him 20%.
Okay, okay, it won't be a T-shirt, it'll be a notepad, it'll be a journal, it'll be a mug, it'll be some kicks. It's gonna be on something.
It'll be something.
Just know that.
It'll be something. God dog it.
But we love you anyway, Hicks.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Gary Jones, we see you now. Brother, since the other folks watching didn't answer, Mr. Jones, can you tell me on IG, sir, are we horizontal or I could just log on myself? I'm just sitting here talking. I'm trying to figure are we horizontal or vertical on Instagram? I'm not gonna ask Florence because she don't have an Instagram account.
You know
Or
what? Shush.
or, or maybe you just got a
I do
burner
have
account.
Insta
You got a burner account when Ah, Florence over here with
you
burner
know,
accounts, ladies and
I have
gentlemen.
I have I have been getting encouraged to
Yeah,
post content and and specifically on
that too.
Instagram.
Yeah,
I'm
you know
like,
where my biggest community is. Even though I'll say it, I'm pretty dope over here on YouTube. Pretty dope, but my OG, my original community is on Twitter. Nah,
a lot of people's original communities were on Twitter.
yeah, and you say I still call it Twitter. I don't know what this X stuff is, but uh,
We gonna leave that alone.
we go.
Leave that
Yeah,
where it
leave it
is. Let
alone.
it stay sleep.
Yeah. So
Um,
we live both in both locations there right now as well because I got to get my
so you're
Twitter
on
family.
Facebook.
We
You're on
yeah,
Facebook, Twitter. Um,
Facebook,
excuse
Twitter,
me.
Instagram, YouTube,
Somebody
and
is calling me.
oh,
Let
mm-hmm.
me put this on silent. Sorry.
What do you do? Hey, it might be somebody with the lotto numbers or something. You never know. Yeah.
Oh. Well, they're gonna have to
Mm-mm.
text me and see what's wrong.
Oh my goodness! Hold on one
'Cause
second. Before we continue
who
on,
who who coming?
Mr. Mark S. Allen. That's my guy. Hey, Mark S. Allen, that's my guy here in Northern California, over there on IG, radio, TV, movies. Again, hopefully the IG feed is coming in horizontal so you're seeing us correctly. Man, appreciate you, brother. See, I can just, you can't just creep up on me, right? I see when people come online. Mark, we need to go get that cup of coffee, brother. We need to go get that cup of coffee. If it's not showing up correctly, come over to YouTube, man, because I need to see Mark S. Allen in my comment feed. God, dog, that's a man. We got some winners coming through here. Gina in the building over there too. Hey, sis, I need to come see you. Um, yeah, your boy need to come see. I'll come see you at work. I'm not gonna put our business out there in the streets, but I need to come see you. I know it's too late before the end of the year, but I need to come see you, Gina. Appreciate you for being here. I'm crazy. I am. See, no, see, Gina came on because she heard me probably talk. A good close friend of ours, Mr. Bracy,
Mhm.
and she made sure that don't nobody talk madness about him. I wasn't talking bad about him. I'm just gonna steal one of his slogans. Dang, Gina that came on and she like the police, boy. She checking up on folks. Rain well in the building. Okay, dope, love it. I'm
Okay.
checking. See, I got all my.
Awesome. Welcome,
You see what I'm
everybody.
doing too. You see, I got some different overlays jumping off right now. So then this is some
I
things
see you.
that's gonna come up for next year as well. So
Okay.
we
You doing it out here.
we incognito. I mean, in God,
See, you can't even say the word because
I
you've been
can't. I
messing up
can't.
so much.
We incognito. Hold on. Let me get Margo. Let's see. Hold on. That when I saw that name pop up. Hold on. Go through. Let me do this. 'Cause I need to get that
I'm
man.
just I'm just checking here. You have a clackety clack keyboard.
Yes, we mechanical around here. That's how we get down. So don't hate the player or the
You know,
game.
there is no
Don't
feeling
hate
like
the
a mechanical
player
keyboard.
or the game.
They're just
I am all Logitech. I need to get an affiliate relationship with them because your boy is all in on Logitech. That's for sure. So, uh,
so
uh,
while you're doing that, I'm
what?
just gonna throw this to the community who's with us this evening. Y'all throw in the
Uh-uh.
chat one new thing that you brought into your environment that has moved you forward this year of 2025. Maybe it was a
Whoa.
piece of gear, maybe it was a piece of software, maybe it was a process change, maybe it was new thinking, maybe it was a book you read. Just one thing. When we reflect back on 2025, I'd love to get some of that input on how you guys how the community
Mm-hmm.
uh has what new things, and plus it's a way for me to learn because somebody's gonna put something in that I didn't know anything about, and then I'm gonna have something to go learn.
While you're doing that, I will say this right now in this alpha version of this tool that I'm using, it's pulling in Instagram comments. That wasn't there before.
Whoop 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 whoop
Nobody, because I
whoop
dropped
whoop.
this in IG just now. Okay,
Okay, all right.
that's a little big thing right there. The fact that
That's a little big thing.
as a RTMP, how was an RTMP feed pulling in? I should have went live on Substack too. That's pretty dope. I got all these people over here. Well, I got so many people on Instagram. I'm asking y'all one question. Again, are we coming in horizontal or are we coming in vertical? If y'all, can y'all help a brother out by just answering, you know what I'm saying? Okay. What was your question again? What are you doing with yourself? Are you reading? Is that kind of
So
what was
my
that your question?
question to the my question to the community
Mm,
is drop in chat on whatever platform you're on. Just one thing that you did, incorporated, added, stopped,
mm,
that made a difference in this year in whatever it is you're trying to do, whether it's in your family, in your profession, in your purpose driven or missional work, wherever it is, health, uh, just something. Everybody has something, whether it's in your home or wherever, something that maybe it was a book you read,
mm.
maybe it was a new skill you learned or a skill you got really good at that you were learning, starting to learn. It just doesn't matter. We all have progress somewhere. We have all progressed somewhere.
Tornado
So I would love to know what that is. Hey,
Tornado was
Tora.
over on IG watching in horizontal the way I told it to.
Thank you,
Oh my
Tora.
God! Thanks. See,
Thank you, Tora.
that's why we like
Hey,
her.
sis.
That's why we like her. You know. Yeah, perfect. That's exactly how it should be. Yeah. All right.
Be
Okay.
quiet.
No man, we
Be
winning over
quiet.
here. We winning again. We really we early, not even beta tested y'all. We alpha testing over here, but only see half your face.
Only see. So it's not framing correctly?
So we horizontal, but you only see half our face.
Okay.
So she has some good news, but then she come and hit us with this bad news. You know what? You gonna learn today is what you're gonna do. What about you?
Okay.
So while folks are thinking of your question,
Mhm.
what's one thing for you that you've learned, that you've adopted, that
Oh
you've
my
changed? Have
goodness.
you? And that's the hardest part, right?
The I my big one this year is starting the school community
Mm,
and learning how to begin to be effective within the community on school. It is deceptively simple, but it's super powerful and there's a lot to it. Not just what buttons to push, but the mindset to have, the approach that you take. That has been my one thing is getting into school, starting the community and starting to go through the learning curve that has been there and that is there. And the fact that the platform is evolving so quickly.
mm.
The platform has released some heavy hitting features
Come on now.
even since I joined in late August.
Okay.
And each new feature then opens up a whole new spectrum of what you can do, how you would approach it, how you serve your community, how you work with your community, how you engage in every aspect of running and engaging and facilitating in the community. So that I
And
will say that's been mine.
and are you recommending school to folks who are looking to launch their own
Very
platform, their own
much
community?
so. Very much so. Am I am a member of other people's communities on other platforms, Circle, Kajabi,
Hmm.
Podia, um,
All the
what's this other
things.
one?
Well, Mighty
Look,
is a big one now
Slack,
too.
Mighty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Slack. Mm.
I don't remember somebody's community on Mighty, Slack, Discord. Yes, yeah, all of this stuff,
You
all
all
of
over
this
the
stuff.
spot.
I'm all over the place with these people. School is easy. It's straightforward.
Mm.
So there's a divide. There's the consumer side and there's the operation side. On the consumer side, it's very straightforward for a person to start and understand how to navigate. There's really not a tremendous forward on that side
Okay.
of the fence, so to speak, for the person to get started as a member of a community. It's equally deceptively simple to get started as a community founder. On the operations side, once you get started, it's tremendously deep. There's a lot, like there's almost nothing you can't do from operationalizing a community in school. that any other platform has.
Okay.
It's not obvious. The more you learn, the more you realize there is a ton that you can do and set up. And so, yeah, I would recommend it. And that doesn't mean the other platforms don't have their place. They clearly have their place. They have a community and a set of people that they're going to serve well and have served well over the years. But for accessibility, and I don't mean that in the sense of, but it can be in terms of accessibility for people who need accommodations.
Yeah.
Um, but relative ease of use with a lot of power that is not in your face. Like it doesn't look complicated.
And that, I guess, a lot of times that's better, right? Again, we've always been we're told to speak and even write at a fifth, sixth grade level, so the majority of folks
Correct.
aren't intimidated
Correct.
by the written word or the spoken word. So if this is easy, this is actually also very familiar, right? It kind of looks
Mhm.
like a
Facebook.
profile feed on Facebook. That's what it looks
Mhm.
like. Okay.
Mhm. It's if you see it with the basics
Hmm.
of navigation within 10 minutes, 15 minutes max, and that's if the person is going real slow who's walking you through it, you're up and running. As on the when I say the consumer side, another way of saying that as the in our world, James, the end user side of the spectrum
Yeah.
as opposed to the operational side of the spectrum. So I'm not using these words consumer and operational to denigrate anyone or to talk down. It's just the way my brain splits how the platform works on either end of the spectrum.
All right.
And who's using it? What's the use case being a member of a community versus being a founder of a community or even being an admin in a community? So, yeah.
The cost of entry is pretty reasonable as well,
Mhm.
right? I would think
Yeah.
that most folks, and again, not going to put everyone's business out there in these streets, but most folks are probably coming in at the hobby level because
Mhm.
you get 80% of the features and functionality at a
Y
pretty digestible price point versus
yeah,
coming
you
in
you
at
actually
whatever
get
that one
more
is.
like you get more like probably 90 to 95%. There is very little of the features on the hobby plan today
Mm,
that are on the, pro plan that's not on the hobby plan. There are a few. I'm on the let's full transparency is no secret. I'm on the hobby plan. Why? Because the community needs to I had to make it viable
mm.
and able to first. And so it's like, okay, build it, learn it, figure out what you're doing, what you want to do, who the people are you're destined to reach, who will join the community, who will be active in the community. Because any community, no matter where it is, it's only as good as the people who are actually truly engaged. If you have a fishing club and you and your buddies, I know a little bit about fishing, get up on Saturday morning at 4 o'clock in the morning, you're gonna go fish,
Yeah,
and nobody brings tackle,
man,
nobody brings a rod,
fighting words right
nobody
there.
brings bait, and everybody is sitting on the side of the riverbank drinking a beer. Ain't nobody fishing.
Ain't nobody fishing. Lord have mercy.
Ain't nobody gonna go home
You
with
ain't put in on
one
this,
catfish.
man. Okay. Yeah.
Nobody gonna go home with no perch, no bass, no catfish, no
Child.
nothing, no eel, no nothing.
Yeah, okay.
So so this is exactly the same, and I purposely said fishing instead of what many people would have said. But it's true everywhere. If
Yeah.
you're on a volleyball team, if all the players show up and nobody gets out and hits the ball,
Mm, mm,
you're
mm.
not playing volleyball.
Not playing, but go ahead and make it plain. See, okay, let me do this first of all. Tornado had to come off of IG to come over to YouTube because
Oh,
she sent you
Torah.
some messages as well. So we're gonna work on that,
Oh,
figure out what's
Lord.
going on. The fact that the horizontal is still cutting off the
Oh.
faces. So
Oh, I
can
see. Thank you,
if you
Torah.
so Florence, if you could send me that screenshot so I can talk to these folks
Mhm.
and get that right. And I
Mhm.
saw my man Dave is in the building. Appreciate you for being here, brother. He's coming in on you. Yeah, so YouTube should be fine coming in horizontal, but
Imma send these to you.
I
I'm
don't know
sending
if
them to
I don't
you.
know if I want to see him though. I'm probably going. You know how I. Oh, here they come. Here come some pictures,
It's
y'all.
fr it's framing. That's all it is.
Mm,
Y'all seeing us do the work here.
good Lord, I don't like that at all.
Well, you gonna like this
So,
other one even less.
ooh, okay, yeah, I see it. So, okay. I won't worry about that while we live, but I see it. Okay, Instagram has to be vertical then. Has to be.
Mhm.
It has to be because folks aren't going to be accustomed to rotating horizontal. Because that's the
Right.
expectation. That's how it should work if you rotate. I think, but that's not the default mindset when you're on that platform. So again, making content for each particular platform, if you're on that vertical first platform, you're not going to rotate it landscape. That's good to know. Good to know. Hold on now. Shirley's in the building. Listen, this is
Hey,
one,
Miss
one
Shirley.
one of the old school original supporters and members of the inside crew. Appreciate you for being here. Happy New Year as well. Uh, Thank you, sis. She said she's gonna try to rotate because go ro- yeah, go rotate. See what that. So yeah, my mind's all over the place because it just is.
That's okay. This look, y'all, we
This is
hanging
a
out. You
unscripted
you want
live.
form and this is unscripted. It is
Yeah,
what it is. We gonna be good.
yeah. You're not gonna get the
We
form
gonna be
and the
good.
structure until for another 48, 72 hours. Right now, y'all know how we show up, but right now it just is what it is. Um, The only thing that's missing for me from school at the hobby versus the pro level is a custom domain. However, a lot of us who know or in the know, we can do a an alias, and instead of it saying school.com/purpose and productivity, right, we can create our own domain by using the
Mhm,
redirect.
mhm, mhm. And just so you're aware, you can change your domain even on the hobby plan. There are a couple of conditions you need to
Mm,
meet. You can change your domain.
really?
Mhm.
Okay.
Even on the hobby plan. I'll tell you in the back room what the
Yeah,
conditions are.
we just give y'all a little bit. And if y'all want some of that premium information, y'all need to sign up for a consultancy with Purpose and Productivity,
Yeah,
Miss Florence
yeah.
Dunn.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. I may be
The
going a
one
different
thing
route though,
that it
so we have
yeah,
to.
and, completely understandable. The one thing that school does not so far that I've run across that it doesn't have that I believe every other community-based platform has
Mm,
is the ability to pre-schedule posts. It is you must be hands on keys to post. You can't put a post in draft and have it sitting.
all right.
You can't put a post in and say deliver it tomorrow at 12 noon. you have to if you want something on to go out at 12 noon, you have to put it in at 12 noon and hit the button that says post. That is the
Okay.
one thing, but when you consider that from the opposite perspective, what it does is eliminate what I call absentee owners or absentee founders. You're just throwing stuff out, throwing stuff out, throwing stuff out, and you're
Yeah.
not actively in the community, in there, engaging, responding to questions, responding to comments, actively seeing what's happening. And it's intentional. That is a philosophical
Mm.
distinction that is set. Similarly, whereas unlike some other platforms where you can segment within the platform the conversations and splinter them off, and there Sam and Kirby actually on one of the school news broadcasts talked about the reason, and they've not found even for their largest 1% of communities that are, doing 3, 4, 500 plus MRR every month.
Yeah.
They've not found a reason to segment the communication within the community and splinter them. What they found is even people who own 2, 3, 4, 10 groups, the most of their followers end up going back to whatever that initial group was, and that's where all the communication happens,
Okay.
and all of these others are just kinda not happening. Because I mean, you can splinter your group, segment it by opening multiple groups or
But
multiple communities, and then but
that could be more
what
detrimental, be
they've
honest with you.
communicated is that it's just not they have not been able to find anyone really whose community from the community being engaged. Now, this is separate from what people are buying.
Yeah.
People do segment groups based on what they're selling, what their price points are, and what their topic is. So there are reasons that you would, but the one reason of I want to segment the communication from this group versus that group is not one of the reasons.
Got you. Got you.
And
NBA.
I've found even in groups that I'm in, unless there's a real reason for me to be in one particular thread versus another, it's like just throw it in the general thread, say what you gotta say, and keep on moving.
Mm-hmm. Keep it simple. Keep it simple.
Keep it
Uh,
simple. There's so much power in keep it simple.
Watch out now. Watch out now. There go another merch idea. Let me get some shouts out right here. MBH is over on IG. Appreciate you, my friend. I am being told that the horizontal and the vertical layout isn't right, but it's good to see you. Happy holidays to you, my friend, and my man from the UK, my DJ, who is waiting on me to send. Rich Five, appreciate you, brother. And this is an inside joke right here. I don't know if everybody gets this inside joke right here, but that's between me and him. See, Florence, I'll tell you, I'll put my business out on the street. Rich Five lives in the UK. Right? He
Oh,
was on, he
I
was
think I
on
knew that.
yeah,
I
he
think I
was
knew
on
that.
Matt Haas's show, game
Mhm.
show, whatever the case, but he
Mhm.
won some things. One of the things that Rich won was one of my limited edition Focus mugs. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even
Okay.
have any in here. But then I
Okay.
realized uh, ship it to the UK.
Was more than the mug.
I'm like, hey, bro. I'm like, man, I'm gonna get it to you one of these days, brother. But it's literally right here underneath my desk. At least I finally have it in a box, and I got it all wrapped up. I got his address. I got the address label on it and everything. But from California to the UK is expensive. I'm gonna get it to you, brother. I apologize. You don't want to hear all of my moaning and groaning and my little mini violin, but that's just that's why everyone else has gotten their
Oh,
merch and they stuff, but Rich been waiting, boy. It's
been
coming, man.
waiting patiently, patiently.
Sometime in the year 2026. I should put something else in the box since I haven't sealed it yet. I should just hook.
Yes,
Well,
you
well,
should give him a
no,
a
see,
gift.
that just adds to the weight then. I just and I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Educated naturals in the building. What's see there she goes shipping. Amen. So, see, shipping is a wake up call, and the way that my savings is connected to my checking. Rich, I'm gonna get you, brother. I'm gonna get you. I don't even know if I still have our. Oh, see if I still got my triggers on here, because oh no, let me. I don't even have it on here anymore. God, though.
My mind's telling me no.
Let that
Don't do
marinate
that.
just for a minute.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Had to do that though. Had to do it. He said, "See, even his tea is cold." God, dog. Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm-mm. Wow. Okay.
There is no excuse. There really isn't. I'm just, I'm very cheap, I'm very frugal, and literally, boy, I tell you what, when I went to the UPS store and asked for the price, and they said it was gonna be X, Y, and Z, I said, no, it's not. I said, no, it's not. And I know I get the little AAA discount too, but that's like 10%. I mean, nothing. I'm gonna
Need
get you,
more
brother.
than that.
Yeah, and hey, I'm gonna need to find a promo code or something. UPS store promo code to ship from the.
Now, now. Now,
Oh
now.
man, we got to get this vertical
Hey,
feed
anybody,
going.
let me
This is
ask this.
horrible. Didn't
Anybody
nobody
got
answer your
questions
question?
while we sitting up here?
Yeah, we
I
didn't
well,
nobody even answer your question. God,
no, apparently they don't, it's okay. They don't have to listen.
uh, oh, Mr. Riley's in the building. I see you, sir. Appreciate you. I caught a tail end of your stream the other day. Good to see Riley's World is still doing its thing. Appreciate you for being here. Look, we got Laura Williams here in the building too. Just
Oh, look, Tora
good
said,
people.
ain't the
Good
UK,
people.
ain't the ECAM folks going to the UK? Give them the mug and have them take it.
Oh,
They are. They're going to go do Creator Camp UK. Isn't it right after CES? And they're going to be at CES. Take that mug to them, give it to Doc Rock, tell him to put it in his suitcase and take it to Rich.
that's why I keep
Boom.
you close, Florence, right there. So, Rich, are you going to ECAM Creator Camp in your neck across the pond? Man, that could be the ticket
Thank you,
right there.
Tora.
That could be the ticket right there. Mr. Riley, we just chopping it up, brother. Listen, hit that link up at the top of there, man. If you want to come on, we just end the year just wanting to get some things together and kick it for it, man. And
Ooh.
come through, man. Come through on camera, because I know your
Tora,
studio is tight
ask,
too.
Tora asked what the question was because she was on tech detail for Hicks. She was being your tech support.
I ain't,
Oh,
well, see, there you
oh.
go again. I won't give you a free one, but what I will do, I give you a very nice discount because and we don't give too much away that's free, but I can give you I give you the family rate. I tell you what, since I don't have your number, but Florence has the family your phone number. I'm gonna give you the VIP um, promo code for the merch store right now. I'm gonna send it to Florence, and she can send it to you. I forgot what it was because
I'm the
I don't give
delivery.
it out to.
I'm being the deliverer.
Yeah, I don't give it
Delivery
out much to
service.
folks. I got to see what it is. What is it? Damn, is that right? I ain't get. See, Shirley's
Oh,
on
Rich is
here.
not going to creator camp. He said, but they could send it from wherever they are in the UK.
Okay, yo,
Talk to Doc. Talk to Doc.
all
See
right.
what you can work out
Let's
there.
see.
Work that deal.
Yeah, see,
So
see.
Tora, the question was, you want me to ask the question again?
Yeah, I was noticing my discount, my promo code. Shirley's here, but she's got a much higher rate than anybody else. She's got a deeper discount. I'm not gonna give anybody else Shirley's code, but I will give. Here, we're gonna give you this one right here.
If
There
you
go the
don't look like an old
website.
man trying to see the screen.
Hey, you see your boy. You see your boy, right? Don't get it twisted. Don't
Y'all see that? I'm like, he got the old man
don't
glasses
don't,
going
don't see
on.
your boy. And then here go the code right there. There go the code right there.
But so Toro, while he doing that, doing the old man
Hey,
thing.
I'm seasoned.
Okay.
I am
I
up. There you
got it.
go.
I got you. I got you.
I'm gonna be respectful to
Toro, the
my.
question was, what's one thing, whether it was gear, whether it was a book, whether it was a process, doesn't matter, software that you employed or you applied this year that made a difference in what you were trying to, what your goals was, achieving your goals and your dreams for 2025? What's something?
Something.
Could have been a book you read, could have been a process you changed, could have been a piece of gear you got, could have been software you got, could have been anything.
Coulda,
But
woulda,
what's
shoulda.
one thing?
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Let me see.
I sent it to her. I
All
sent her the code. I
Mhm.
sent her the code.
Okay. You know, again, I gotta be respectful of Miss Shirley there. I can't. She has a special code for her contributions to the cause over a long period of time. So I can give you the next tier, VIP tier. Can't be doing that to everybody. Lord have mercy. Generous. Scrooge over here. Okay. I'll show you what I've been doing though.
So I answered the question, Hicks. What's your question? What's your answer to that question? I answered mine. Mine was school.
Well, again, I can't tell
What's
you
yours?
everything that I'm doing because I got a couple of some of the stuff that I'm doing. I'm working behind the scenes, and it's not. It doesn't. The pie isn't fully baked yet.
Well, don't
It's just.
tell that. Pick
I,
something else.
I don't have a lot in this. I'm just.
Dude.
I will say this. You know, I have, and I'll bring it up here. My Audible here. You know, your boy is back. I don't read physical books. I wish I should get back into reading physical books, but I do my Audible stuff. And when I go to the gym and all, so this is what I. And if you recall, I asked folks, give me a list of books that you recommend. So I went ahead and picked these up a couple of days ago.
There are 12 of them
Well, I know
on
your
my
book.
reading
Oh,
list
I
for
know your book.
2026.
I know your book. I got a couple of them. I got a couple of them. But you know, this is what I'm doing. I'm adding to my my vocabulary, adding to my creativity and my breadth of understanding of other personalities. So I'm reading not just self-help books. I don't like motivation, the word motivation, because I've always told you that none of the folks, I can't motivate other people. So you have to be motivated of yourself. So I don't like motivation, but self-help, introspection, like that kind of thing. And obviously business minded for entrepreneurs because I think that matters. How to get paid for what you know. God, that's the one that I'm about to start reading. I know how to get paid, but I want to find out what Mr. Graham Cochran's got to say. Because we're going to raise our rates. 2026, we raising rates. Sorry. Not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, we stand with the times, and we didn't gain some additional knowledge. So we being very competitive with our rates. I had to tell a company no the other day. They wanted your boy to do something. I said no, I can't. I can't do that. Bless you. I appreciate you. Appreciate the outreach, but and again, can't say yes to everything, and don't want to say no to a lot either. Don't want to be arrogant. Don't want to be cocky, but want to be confident. In our abilities, and I'm playing and I'm saying a lot of things, but there's a lot of truth and there's a lot of seriousness when it when it needs to be, but just being very cognizant of again that 1440. I'll just say that being cognizant.
Intentional.
Yeah.
Intentional.
Well, wasn't that my word? Hold on. What was my word for the year? Remember, you were on the no efficiency was my word for 2026. You were on the stream with you, me, and Doc the other day. Efficiency is my word. There we go. Let me get these. What are you in
Anybody
school
asking
for?
questions?
Break down school for Laura because she was asking, "What are you in school for?" And again, just give it the quick
I'll say
elevator pitch.
okay, so school, yeah, school is a online community app platform similar to a Kajabi minus the course, although it has the courses in it, or a circle, even Facebook groups. So any LinkedIn groups, it's a group of you build this thing, you create this group and you give it a name, and then people come together. You can do there's different combinations of free and paid that the founder of the person who starts the school uh, can set up, and there are reasons for both. Mine is not free. It started out free until too many bots, and I was like, I'm not fighting with the bots. And that was one of the things I had to learn. Like one of the ways you don't have to deal with them is make your community a paid community.
Yeah.
So it's really a community building, community gathering, uh, and it can. There's literally a school group for virtually anything you can think of on there.
Love it.
I
Appreciate it.
forgot how many thousands, hundreds of thousands of groups there are on there at this point, and it's as diverse can be. Um, and you
Hmm.
could have two communities talking about a the same topic and principle, but operate completely differently and attract completely different people.
Mm, mm, mm.
So that's what it is. The things that I like, which drove me away from the LinkedIn's and the Facebooks, is in any of those groups, at least of the ones that I was aware of, that are tied to a specific social media platform,
Right.
you get all of the other traffic. There's no way to turn the other traffic off. And that was so annoying to me personally. I just didn't want to go there. And so when I was considering this and I learned about school, checked it, I was like, it's quick, it's straightforward, I can get going. I don't need to do a whole lot to get it going. And then I can evolve it over time
That's dope.
as I go.
I love that. I love that. I want to
Yeah.
give acknowledgement to a couple other folks. Listen, I see you, little Jen, over there on IG. Oh my goodness, we got the festival junkie in the building. Appreciate you for joining. What state and at what stage are you standing at right now, my friend? Tora also said, well, she was talking crazy about me, but it makes sense. He says, I bet Hex was that business kid in school selling to other kids candy, paper, and pencils. Always on the game, trying to be, trying to be.
He was a lemonade stand kid.
Uh, listen, spiked lemonade too. Why is yours so much more expensive? Because I got some extra sugar in
It's
the
got
Kool Aid.
extra.
I got some extra
It's
sugar
got
in the Kool
extra.
Aid. And which prompter did you get? Did you get the the original one, or did you get the
The
prompter
nine
XL
nine
for Tora? I wonder if she got the 9 or the XL.
or the 15.
Because the XL is the truth. That's what I'm looking at right now. I got the regular one over here too, the first one, as my video monitor, but this XL, I had to rearrange half the studio just to make room for it. But it's the truth. It's one of them things you get what you pay for. But man, it's what's up. You did you ever hook yours up? Is that what you're looking at right now too?
Don't ask.
Okay, see, there you
Don't
go.
ask that
Obviously, I'm
question.
putting business
Don't
out.
ask that question.
Putting business out there.
Stop putting my business on the street.
I'm just gonna go on to the next comment here. Mr. Riley said
Go
I
on to the
added a
next.
small
Keep
home
going.
setup, Mac Mini, dual monitors. Okay, I still have my main studio, but I have a small setup at home.
Congratulations.
Mr. Riley's out there doing it.
Congratulations.
He out there looking out for the kids, taking care of the kids in Southern California, doing digital media work out
Awesome.
there. But yeah, well, Mr. Riley is the truth. Talking about he got to eat right now, so he can't come on stream, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay, we
Okay.
trying to have a little
Tora says
fun.
she got the regular prompter. She got the 9-inch. Okay.
Okay, that's right. Oh,
Nothing wrong with it. It
no,
works.
it does.
It's
It does. I'm looking at it right now.
it 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 yeah, it does what like other people, some other people
Mm,
were critical of it. I know quite a few. However, like everything else, the use depends on what you need to use it for
true.
and what fits for you.
Yeah. No, that's true. I mean, it. I don't know why people are complaining about it. Because we're never happy with what we have. Always want something else. And the original prompter, in my opinion, was better than the um, Glide Gear, better than the Knee, better than some of the other ones that came out because it was all inclusive and it had the display
Just
integrated, one cable
mhm.
coming out, so it made it real simple and easy for setups and configurations. And a high percentage of folks that are live streaming have Stream Decks, Elgato. It all works together. So stop complaining. But then they came out with this extra large at 2 times the price and gave a lot of people FOMO. Each one had, like you said, has its use case and has its place in the ecosystem. Wait a minute.
Tora, I don't know
Oh,
what to do with you, girl.
hold on. My hold the phone. The boss is she back home? Okay, man. She asking if your boy want an old fashioned. It's one of them nights. Yes, please and thank you. Okay, it's gonna be. Hey,
Look, the
I didn't know.
educated natural said I could throw my prompter in his back seat.
Let's see.
Oh, that is hilarious. You're real funny. Real funny. You got jokes.
Mm,
Yeah, Tora got that. That MV6, you wearing it well, my sister. You ran it well. Mhm.
I didn't know
I'm a
there
little
was an
spoiled.
extra.
I don't know if I'll ever move away from Shure mics at this point. I'm like, it just works. I don't
Yeah.
have to do a whole lot of fiddling and fuddling and simple. Simple, simple. Yeah,
So
that you know what? Just take it off the screen.
now again, and so
It's big.
you get what you
It's
pay for.
15
It
inches.
it's $600, and
Well, you could have got it a lot cheaper if you did a Black Friday deal.
I got mine the day it was launched. I think I had mine before anyone else because I was on the Elgato stream. I used to be a partner with them. But here's the deal. Again, $600, 15-inch screen. The screen is actually detachable. It's higher
Yeah, it
quality
just
build than the original prompter. It Not everyone needs it. I will say that. Not everyone needs this 15.6-inch removable display. But if you have the space within your studio environment to leverage it and take advantage of it, go ahead and make that investment because it really does serve a valuable purpose. I have more real estate to put more information right in front of me, so I'm not looking across at other things. And you see, I got my glasses on. I can't see. I'm getting older. I need to zoom in on some things. So there's pros and cons and benefits to a lot of these things. 15.6-inch display, and it's literally right here, 3 feet away from me. This is the route to go if you have enough space within your studio and if you don't necessarily want to be squinting. Uh, yeah, it won't go on sale either. Elgato's like Apple. It's gonna be it's gonna be that same price for a long time. I have not seen
it
any
will be.
Elgato.
It will be.
I think even the
Yeah.
the original is still the same price, isn't it? Let me see here. It was like 199 for the original one, which was it's 299 now. Good lord, good lord. And even though it's bigger and it's heavier, mine, so folks were concerned early about weight and can it fit into on the same mount. I've got mine on the same mount, same magic mount that I had my original one on. So it works. Man, I didn't realize it was that the first one went up to $299. In all transparency, Elgato sent me my first one, so I got to be transparent still in my communications. So shout out to Elgato for sending me my first one because I didn't pay for it, everyone else did. Like that gangster, she came in. Lord have mercy. See, Mama didn't want to be on screen, but I got. Ooh, it's gonna be one of them streams, though. Gonna be one of them streams. Bless her heart. Dealing with me for 25 plus years. Bless her heart.
All right. And she ain't threw you back yet.
Ain't changed the lock on the door yet. You know, that's because I don't have a lock on the door. I got codes. You know, and I'm the one.
Well, she could change the codes.
You
Just
know,
saying.
I would just,
So,
oh my goodness, we're not going to the gym tonight.
So Tora, you got a prompter. Awesome.
Yes. Tora got a prompter.
Awesome.
Mr. Riley got a new studio set up. It's good to hear folks are leveling up. Right. Because we've talked about this type of stuff for a long time. Right. We've talked about you got the software. A lot of us that are commenting are using pretty much the same software for pushing out the messages. So we've got the software. We've talked about the camera. Many of us are Sony folks. So we got the camera, we got the lights. We're all Amaran or Goda. We got the lights. We got video lights.
Godox, right?
We got video lights. We're no longer using old school just Philips Hue lights or
ring lights.
You can use those for your ambience and for your practicals, but make sure you get some video light. So we got this, and you mentioned Shure. Shouts out to Shure. I'm not using Shure right now.
Laura
I'm
was
using somebody
so
else,
good a week ago on did a show with her talking about her new podcast and changes it. This was pure Laura. This was not Shure. It was awesome. It was amazing.
Oh, Laura Davidson. Okay.
January.
I thought you were talking about my friend here, Laura Williams.
No, Laura Davidson.
Yeah.
Because she her new podcast drops in January. I forgot the exact date. So she's moving away from Song 43 to this new podcast, and it's gonna be it's gonna be something. The girl gonna bring the fire with that. Yeah. So I'm excited for her.
Laura's are you connected with Shure? Just again, we don't have to put all your business out there, but are you connected with them as well to talk product and to talk, because they're always looking for creatives that are out there talking to a community and that are willing to teach and train and learn. So Laura's got a crew around her, and I'm actually going to see some of her crew at CES in Vegas. So I can.
Is she going to be at CES?
She's not going to be there this year, but her
she's not going to be at CES.
Yeah, one of the people on her team, a couple of the people on her
I'll
team.
I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you separately. I'll talk to you separately.
I mean, and Stone and some of the other folks. I mean, we get the gear from Shure. We do our videos, we do our tutorials, and they are really good. Oh my God! Speaking of Stone, the man just jumped in, right?
Hey, Beetlejuice.
Yeah, right. I mean, so
hey,
they are really creator-centric, creator-focused, and it's a good company to work with. I should probably be using the mic now that I'm talking about it. I'm using my Audio Technica right now. I apologize, Laura. While we talking, Sure, I'm using a competitive piece of gear. God, let me get back to my old fashioned.
Got my MV7 right here.
This ain't a commercial. Not a commercial.
My MV7 Plus with my Doc Pop on it. Thank you very much.
Right. Mr. Riley's world came over. He said, Team Road. Sure, all the other
Okay.
brands get the gear that works for you. Man, see that? Get the gear that works for you. It's gracious. That man, see,
That's the
that's
truth.
the
Get the
truth.
gear that works for you. Just like when you figure out your workflow,
Yeah,
what you need, make sure it's fitting your need. If
yeah,
you don't have a need for whatever that is, right? Because it's all different for all of us. Make sure it fits your need, not somebody else's. Again, back to what I said earlier. I haven't met a human yet, a
yeah.
human, as Aldo would say,
They,
Gretchen's puppy, a human whose mama to name them they.
mm,
So
mm, mm.
whatever they say is not relevant. What's relevant is what are your needs for where you are right now? What solves a problem or friction point for you?
Mm, mm.
That is like all of this other stuff, it boils down to that one decision point. Now, getting to that decision and figuring that out can take some work.
Yeah,
Let me just say, it can take some work. But bit by bit, you begin like my setup has been evolving as I figured out one piece of friction versus another. Like, okay, I need to get rid of this because this piece of friction is stopping me from doing this thing. I'm
yeah,
looking at it, it's not getting done because this over here is a friction point. How do I get rid of it? And that's not just in the tech and the digital space, it's everywhere.
yeah. Good point. Good point.
It's everywhere.
I become more minimalist as well, kind of in my world.
More is
Uh,
not better.
my wife came into the
More by
studio the other
definition
day
is
and she
not
said, "Oh,
necessarily
I
better.
like how you change the studio." And it literally because there's walking. Well, all the gifts are out now too, but there's more walking room in here, and you can actually breathe.
Mhm.
My desk has very little on it. I mean, I'll put it right here on the screen. I have nothing on my desk. Literally, you see the power of Ecamm. Lord, I'm just bringing up cameras left and right, ladies and gentlemen. But that is
I
what that
see
is.
you.
Nah, I'm just over here showboating,
Okay.
showboating. Tall boy in the building. We see
Okay.
you, boy. We see you,
Hey, tall
Mike.
boy.
That's my boy. That's my dog.
You didn't
That's
you,
my
you didn't
dog.
wanna you didn't wanna come hang out with us, tall
Well, you
boy?
know, he
Chris
busy.
Stone, where
He
you at?
busy. You know,
Okay.
these folks are
Okay.
busy. They got things going on,
All right.
you know. So you never know. Somebody was at
Okay,
Coronado was
that's
at what
true.
is CES? We talked about that. What is child CES is
Oh, I
what you
just saw
got?
her question.
Okay.
Okay. No,
Yeah,
no, no. You about to
I'm
answer
gonna
her. I
break
just
this
saw her
down.
question.
I'm gonna break this down. So CES is the ultimate candy store. It is the event above all other events, quite literally and frankly, for anything and everything that is consumer electronics on this planet. It is held every year in a couple of locations, mainly in Las Vegas. It is also held across the globe as well. But we we embark on Las Vegas and the entire strip. Every single resort, not just the convention center, is filled with every company on the planet that matters. We have seen technology evolve that has not even been introduced to the general public years before. So think about some 3D TVs, think about robots, think about all of the AI types of things that are coming out now that folks are starting to see today. We that have gone to CES in multiple years past have seen this already, and they were pre-release beta prototypes as well. So we've seen a lot of this stuff. Those of us, we, Tallboy on the line here, he can interject as well. But that's coming up here the 6th through the 9th of January. I'm going to be going to my, oh my God, this is my, I don't know, 12th, 13th, 14th, or something of that. But it is turned into a mecca, so to speak, for folks that are in the consumer electronics space from a reporting perspective, because it's not open to the general public. It's only industry analysts, it's only insiders within the consumer electronics space, it's only journalists who cover this space on a regular basis. And we'll go and we'll walk the floor. We'll talk to all the companies. We'll get review units. I got review units sitting in my. Oh, it doesn't make it's stupid. It don't make no sense how much stuff I got. Um, but then we'll come back and we'll share with our communities that this is the thing that's coming in 6 months and 8 months, next Christmas time, where the case. And some of it will evolve, and some of it will actually become reality. Some of it won't. But it is the time for industry insiders and consumer electronics to go there and see what the next evolution is. Boy, did I give it it's just due? And if I didn't, you can come on in, brother. You got the keys to the front door. You can come in too.
He's
Oh, you look at it out there in these Atlanta streets.
come on, Chris Stone. You said you're not too busy. Come on, sir. You know, I'm always up to hear what you got to say.
What's really nice too, speaking of
Cowboy out in the
CS,
ATL
yeah,
streets.
he out there doing his thing. They have
Mm-hmm.
realized they used to call us bloggers, right? But they have realized that the creator ecosystem and the creator economy is incredibly valuable. So the creator focused individuals, solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, those that are digital creators, have our own kind of tracks as well for the last couple of years at the Consumer Electronics Show. It's pretty dope. It really is. The most important thing that I've already packed. The most important thing that I've already packed is my Dr. Scholl's, my art supports. Yeah, listen, I'm that dude. I'm not.
Oh my
No.
God, you just made me stop breathing for a moment. He said
The
his Dr. Show.
most important thing, I need to get a deal with Dr.
He
Scholl, a
said his
brand
Dr.
ambassadorship with
Show.
them. My art supports are the biggest thing that I have packed. I can forget all these cameras and these microphones, and
Oh,
I
that
could
is
even forget
hilarious.
my jacket because it's gonna be cold. But I cannot forget my
Your
Dr.
Dr.
Scholl.
Shows and your art support.
It's the truth. Listen, if anything, I'm always gonna
Yeah,
tell
'cause
the
let me
truth.
just tell you, walking those that strip and walking those casino spaces because they're huge, you your feet gonna be hurting. Just
Mr.
saying.
Riley,
Your
let's
feet
talk
gonna be
next year,
hurting.
man. Let's talk next year. We can work it out so that you come in as a member of one of the teams, right? Because again, I'm not gonna put people business out there in the street, but Tallboy, he's got a crew going out, and you can either work with his crew, or the last couple of years I've gone solo. I've had teams before, but I can bring you on as a team member as well, and you can walk around as a videographer. You can walk around as an interviewer as well. But there's ways of making this happen. There's ways of making this happen. So instead of you being part of the educator, part of the school district, so to speak, you can come in under Hicks New Media, or you can come in. There's no no's. There's no no's.
There's no no's, there's
Yeah,
yeses.
yeah. Comfortable
There are
shoot, Chris. I'm
yeses.
telling you, man.
You
We can
better
walk
get you some Dr.
upstairs, and
Shows.
I can show you how I've already packed. But the shoes and the Dr. Shows is what's really happening. I'm a simple man. I'm a simple man. I mean, keep feeding me these old fashions. See, where my wife
You
at?
know, I
Oh,
will say this. I want to say
yeah.
hello to your bride. I have not
Hello.
ever greeted her. So, Hicks, what you doing?
Oh, I was being polite and being quiet while you were talking. I'm sorry. Hello.
I would do want to greet her
Yeah.
because you allow us to share him
Mm.
in time. So we appreciate you being former military, you being a part of the creative community, even though we don't see you on camera. So we appreciate it. And I have been remiss in not
Mm.
greeting you. So I apologize to you
Yeah,
for that.
I'm gonna cut that up and I'm gonna send that to her right there. Okay. Good looking out,
So,
because I
so
know I always
yeah.
make the
So I
joke.
appreciate that.
I always make the joke. I may wear the pants in the house, but she hold the belt. There go that 50-50 right there. Yeah, okay, James, you got the pants, but she hold that belt.
So thank you. Chris Stone is over here messaging. I thought you were gonna come on. Come on. Oh, he needs the link. Hold on, I'm sending it to you.
Who need the link? It's
I'm
the same
sending
link.
it.
Trifling, boy.
I'm sending it to Stone now.
He just mad. He mad. I know why. I know like
Why
Chris
he mad?
mad.
He ain't mad.
No, he mad
He's
because
not mad.
he's still in
There
disbelief
you go.
of
I know
what
it's
them
Chris
Detroit
Stone.
Lions have
This is
done.
Chris Stone.
That's what he mad
I
about.
know who it
He
is.
mad because of them Detroit Lions, brother. Hey, Mr. Riley, I don't know the recipe.
Okay, I just sent it to you, sir.
I don't know the recipe. But she mixes it up, and listen, you see, we got the proper ice too, gangster. But we bougie around here. We got the ball ice and everything. Man,
Y'all pray for me.
pray for me and make sure I make it make it upstairs tonight. Because if I keep drinking these, let me see what comments at.
What do you mean this page
hold on.
does not exist?
I don't know if she's still there, but
Wait a
pause.
minute.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Hold-
we got
Hold
the queen.
on. Wait a minute.
Let me say
Wait.
this now. We
Hold on.
got Miss Sylvia Nixon over on IG.
Hold on, Chris Stone. What do you mean it says? What did I type wrong?
I'm trying to give props to people, and you over here acting a fool. Sylvia, appreciate you.
I'm not acting a fool. I'm trying to help Mr. Stone get on.
He know the link.
I don't know what's
Text
happening.
me the link so I can join. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, there we go. Sent him the link. Man.
Okay.
Good to see you, sis. Hopefully, again, I know we on IG over there, horizontal, vertical. If it's not working, we're going to figure that out. But, there she go. Look, she putting in stuff in the comments. God, ooh, we got them Nixons here. Boy, you know we doing something right.
Oh, Lord. What did I do? Yeah. I done did something. I don't know what I did.
I'm trying to let this marinate that I got Sylvia and you over there having problems. God,
I'm having problems.
Yeah.
I'm having problems.
Yeah, Chris.
Look, this tells you. At least this tells y'all it's real because we struggling over here. We struggling. We on the struggle, but there he is. Hey, Dr. Stone.
Hey, what kind of velvet rope do you have around in the to let me in? I mean, let me send him a fake link. Oh yeah, here's the link.
I'm sorry.
He gave you a link to dial a joke or something. What you did,
Look, I was trying to type on my phone, so I should have stopped right there, not trying to type on the phone because I don't really do that. I'm sorry.
What is up, party people?
Look, how you feeling? How you feeling, brother?
Not as good as you right now. Clearly, not as good as you right now.
I tell you what. We start singing what is the Old Lang Syne or whatever.
Oh no.
You got tomorrow started early, man. You started New Year's Eve early, man. It's Eve. Listen, is that how we do it in Hicksville?
That's how we do it. We got Yolanda in the building too.
Hey, Miss Yolanda B.
Oh, okay. What's up?
I'm not gonna talk bad about her squad either because we didn't do what we needed to do over the weekend.
Wait, you gonna get hurt? I'm messing with the Ravens.
I'm just gonna say.
Listen, I got
you got nothing right now.
Yeah, I have nothing to say. We did beat the Ravens, but then everything went down.
Careful.
Careful, yeah.
Careful.
I'm not gonna be responsible for any violence here. Hey, Chris, you here, brother? You have been asked again to do this. You've been asked to do this before.
All right, Tora, I appreciate you.
You need to do.
Here's the problem. Here's the
James
problem
Hicks, Chris Stone.
Man, she don't.
Now I feel vindicated.
What? Just rude, interrupted.
Here's the thing about doing anything, any sort of course or any sort of thing, and I've done like live Descript stuff. Yeah. It just changes. Like every other day, something, and then you'll go in and you're like, you ever walk into your place and your significant other moved all the furniture, and you're like, where's my favorite? Like, you moved everything. That's it. That's the way Descript is, and then you have to learn what they did, what they changed, and so if you create a course, it's like, I mean, you better do it in pencil. You
There we
know?
go. Courses. You were in the middle of the gray main, and I was telling Florence, I was saying again, and I think I've had confided in you in this. I'm not
Yep.
the masterclass dude. I'm not the workshop guy. I'm not the course creator. I'm more the one-on-one conversation. I'm more bringing on the Chris and the flows and telling stories. It may not be as profitable from a financial perspective, but that's not necessarily what we're
Okay.
all in this for.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the deposits. This is on the 21st. Y'all hear me say this. Y'all didn't know. That's when them Google checks come. I've been getting the Google checks on the 21st, but that's not the drawing factor for us that spend time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just got a little. My wife started sneezing again. I heard it, and it was one. More likely, it's gonna be about 20 of them. So I need to make sure she all right. Cause she,
Oh, no.
she's my bartender, so I gotta make sure she all right.
You know what?
I gotta make
Stop.
sure she cool, right?
Stop.
I gotta make sure my bartender
Stop.
isn't
Stop.
over there
Stop.
passing out.
Stop.
Okay. Uh-huh.
STOP. Stop.
I like James. I like this
Please.
James. I like
This new
happy.
one.
This
I like
James,
happy sauce
this
James. I
James,
like.
yeah, this is the James sauced up.
And another thing. Yeah.
And another thing.
Frank Jackson's in the building. Listen, what's up with you? God, Frank Jackson. I need him as a moderator
Frank.
too. Where Frank at? I'm gonna make Frank a moderator too, because the way he be handling, I'm upstairs. Yeah, see, yeah, where's she at? Again, sis, I need you to be okay now, because we almost at the bottom. And see, normally I'll let her go through the fits, and I'll let her go through it. Again, it's been 25, 26 years. I'm like, she be all right. But I'm trying to be nice while we online here with the world watching. You all right, babe? All right. Chris,
What are we sipping on over there, James?
Yes, sir.
What do we got? What do we got?
yes, sir. Old fashioned. What we drink
Okay.
around here, we old fashioned, folks.
Okay.
we-
That's a real drink.
That's what we do. This is grown folk.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we
So-
leaving all that other stuff behind in 2025.
Tora, what are you trying to do with the script? I know you're in the chat, but like, let me know what you're trying to do with the script. We can. She's it's over here saying I'm ready to pay and I need
Look at that.
live
Hey.
training, man.
You got that Zelle, that Venmo, that Cash App, or invoice. Oh, I'm sorry. With Cast Ahead, ladies and gentlemen, it's direct invoice. it's none of that other stuff.
Hey, listen,
It's
I'll
not
take
PayPal.
whatever you got. Whatever. I mean, I take any kind of payment, shekels
net
or
15.
bitcoins
That's
or
what it
like
is. It's
yeah,
net 15 terms
Right.
with Cast Ahead, ladies and
net 15.
gentlemen. You pay in advance. Actually, what it is, you pay like 80% ahead of time for the time, energy, and effort, and then when it's delivered, you pay the rest.
You know what's interesting
So-
is I did with both of you guys, with Florence, with you, and with James, where I just shared my
And
screen
Tallboy.
script and Tallboy, yeah, and went through the script, and that was probably what 6-8 months ago,
Yes.
and Descript has changed their entire
Truth.
thing probably 10 times since then.
Yeah.
So it's almost like
Yes.
what you do is you have to just go live with people and kind of say, hey, this is what I learned how to do, this, that, or the other. And then I just found this, that, or the other. And I don't know if that's something people would pay for, but I'm in Descript every day.
Yeah.
I mean, every single day I gotta be, because I got, I've got to do shorts for people. I got to, edit podcasts for people. And it doesn't always work right. I mean, just that. Here's the thing I was going to ask you guys. So I see a lot of people that will say they'll say, "Oh, this is my software of choice,"
Mhm.
and I can name all of them, right?
Name them.
Riverside, StreamYard, Ecamm. Yeah, you want to name names? I'm going to name names.
Don't mess up. Don't mess up my money. Now.
I know.
Again, I'm
don't
meeting-
mess. Don't mess with my 5 to 9, right?
Hey, don't. That's right. Don't let the 5 to 9 mess up the 9 to 5. I'm
But,
talking
like-
to some of these folks tomorrow. So
Software doesn't work all the time.
yeah,
Sometimes there's bugs. You just gotta. And you just got to find one that works well for you. And then if you get a bug, don't just trip and just think that this is the worst thing ever. And if you jump to something else, it's going to be better because the grass might not always be greener. It might be cheaper, but I mean, I have the ability to kind of use multiple different pieces of software. I have to pay for it because I have to serve different clients, but none of them work 100% of the time. And I have to use some because these pieces of software are what my client needs, and these other pieces of software don't do that, right? But it doesn't always work. Descript doesn't always work. Ecamm sometimes doesn't work for me, but you touch base with them and you say, hey, this didn't work. And here's my logs. Here's my, and most of the time they're going to fix it. Or they're going to go, you found a bug. Oh, you can't go on Amazon Live and Twitch at the same time, this, that, or the other. And then they figure it out and they fix it. And then you're like, but I think a lot of people will, they'll go, oh man, Riverside sucks, because it didn't do this one time. It's like, come on, give it a sample size and don't go online and just spill all your guts in front of God and everybody about how terrible you think this software is.
Yeah.
Circle up with the company and maybe they got a fix for you. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm rambling. Maybe I need to drink,
on his
James.
high horse.
Maybe I need to drink.
No. But
that's
you
that
just
AT-aliens
said
right there.
what we've been
AT-aliens is on their high horse.
But Chris, you just said what we've been talking about, people finding the thing that works for them that fits their use case.
Yeah.
And the three of us and many in the building with us tonight, we know there is nothing that's going to work 100% perfect every time for every use case. I don't really give a crap what it is. It isn't. Does not exist. Software, hardware, the knives in your kitchen, pick up and use the wrong one for the wrong thing. It ain't going to work.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. All this talking though, Tora don't care. All she wants you to do is get it together. The card is in her hand.
She is calling me out. Like
right. All this talking that we're doing, she's like, listen, man, all this yapping and doing, all she wants you to do is tell her where to make that deposit.
He says, I'm just trying to figure out the basic edit and make it make sense.
And all this other stuff. Listen, she is ready to move to the next level.
Pay for a year subscription.
I was gonna suggest something and see, Dr. Stone, what you thought about this. This, I think, could be a good excuse to have you come on my show and do a tutorial.
You over here.
Let me be the guinea pig.
Yeah, okay.
I ain't taking your.
Yeah, she over here taking my.
Hey, I'm not exclusive to anyone, Dr. Hicks.
You almost made me say something, and it would not have come out good. So I'm glad I have a filter. But that may be a good a useful use of your time. Tori, you can. Tori's a member of the community.
Season over now.
About that. So, hey, here's a tool if you're creating video content of different types, repurposing content. Here's a great tool, and here's some workflows and some basics of how to navigate. Maybe that'll be worth your time. I don't know. Just an idea.
Yeah. I think, because I think, James, you talked about it too. And, Florence, I know you do courses. That's part of your deal, and that's part of your zone of genius. It doesn't feel like it's mine either, but I feel like when I create courses or when I create, it just feels like, even if it's not Descript, because Descript changes all the time. It's like by the time you print it and publish it and put it somewhere, something's changed. But like, even if it's something evergreen like podcasting or something like that, it just doesn't, I don't know. I'd rather solve people's problems live, right? I'd rather just kind of get into it and then have somebody go, whoa, what did you just do right there? Yeah. Like how I'm trying to do this and I'm trying to do this. Oh, just do this, this, and this, and this. and all of a sudden I save somebody 3 hours of time.
Yeah.
Like
There's that
that's what I
aha
love
moment,
to do.
right? There's that aha
Yeah.
moment that I keep talking about. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
that's the kind of stuff like, when Jim and I were doing Dealcasters and going live on Amazon and we're talking about like, yeah, here's how you plug this in and here's how you do this and this does this and test this, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, I didn't even know you could do that. You could plug that into that?" Oh, okay. And then people are buying stuff when we're doing it. But I think when you're training on doing stuff, man, I think it's kind of like the classroom, right? It's a virtual classroom. Let's walk through the software. Let's
Mhm.
talk about what you need specifically. And I think when you're doing that
Mhm.
from maybe a group perspective, sometimes somebody will say, "Oh my gosh, that was somebody else's specific need, but I have that need too." And I remember from this course, this, that, and the other. So I don't know.
No.
I might do something. You got me
Yeah,
thinking.
Make it happen, brother. Make it happen.
I'm leaning more toward exactly what you're saying, Chris, to solve real problems as they come, because the way I solve a problem today may not it's highly unlikely the way I would solve the problem in 2 months, because A, maybe I've learned more, the
Yeah.
tools have changed slightly and have improved, the, and so all of those factors go into how you help someone solve a problem.
Yeah.
So whether it's software, equipment, or whatever, the tactics, the strategy doesn't necessarily change, but the tactics change.
Mm.
And static courses, just like printed instructions, by the time you print them on the paper, something has changed. By the time you publish that fixed course, something has changed.
Yeah.
So you just called it. So thank you.
I can't even get James to help me when I'm trying to get my AirPlay to work with my phone, man. I try to get my mirroring together, and James. As much as I helped you, man, you would think
just because I gave you an answer that you didn't like. All right. Just because I hey, so check
I
it. So what,
figured it
first,
out.
before I go in, what's up to Sammy Superstar, ladies and gentlemen? This is man right
Hey,
here. If y'all
Sammy.
don't know who Sammy is, y'all better figure it out. So Chris, I'm gonna put the business out there. He asked me a question. I gave him an answer. It seemed like
I
an
mean,
expensive answer that I gave him because I said, "Hey, man, you know what? I pulled out all of my hubs and everything. I went with all of the Thunderbolt 5 Cal digits. I don't have anything else. You got to rewire everything." And he didn't like that, I don't think, because we were
Wow.
conversing for a while, and then he just stopped talking to me. Right? When I told him that he's gonna have to go out there, hey, yeah, man, I rewired everything in my studio, so that's what you're gonna have to do. He went quiet.
yeah,
He
I
didn't
felt
like
I
it.
felt a little bit more like the student Florence. Sometimes we complain about people that ask us questions,
Yeah, don't ask me no
and
questions
they
if you don't
want
want the answer.
they're- like here's the thing I like to hear the least from people is when they go, "Hey, quick question." God, oh man,
Hey, you got a minute?
And
You
you're
got a
like,
minute?
it's gonna be
You-
anything
you-
but.
You got a minute? Let me
it's
holler at you
not.
right quick.
It's not. It may be a quick question, but I may not necessarily have a quick answer. And so when I was asking James that, I think I in my mind I'm like, well, James knows the answer to this. I've seen him do it. I've seen him on a show. I've seen him do his mirroring thing. I've seen him pull up his, and
Whoa, whoa.
he knows how to do this. And he's like, well, did you do this?
Yeah.
No,
No?
I didn't do that. Would you do this? No, I didn't do that. Well, I switched out all my cables, did my whole thing, and I'm
Everything.
like, well, he didn't give me a quick answer. He gave me an expensive long one.
Don't come around here asking for something if you're not ready for it. I need to be an investor in CalDigit with all these Thunderbolt 5. Listen, I got them right there. I'm looking at them. They own the home insurance though, but I tell you that.
But you want to know the funny thing, James, is that I figured it out. User error.
Uh-oh. Can I get some respect on my name on that one, because
Yes.
you threw me underneath the Metro
Ooh.
bus.
Yep, it was a user error,
Yeah.
and that's why I joined tonight, just so I could tell you, just so I could
Adding a
I
marker
could tell you
right
that it was a
now.
user error.
That will be cut up into script
Yeah, I knew it. Yeah,
in
listen,
about 2 hours.
Ah.
I
Tora, I will
deserve that.
Tora, I'm gonna make a short right there just for that, just of the acknowledgement from Mr. Chris Stone of his error in the judgment.
I initiated the mirroring from my phone instead of initiating from the Mac.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Oh, I didn't
That
know
was
that
my.
was. Huh.
Yeah, so when you initiate it from the phone, all the monitors go black except for one, which is your phone. But if you initiate it from the mirroring on your Mac, you then can pull it in on Ecamm as a screen share.
Wow. If you would listen to me, you would have spent like $1,500 on new hardware.
That would have been a
You weren't
bad
even
user error.
joking when you said you weren't even joking when you said he
No.
gave you an expensive
No,
answer.
yeah. I said, hey, man, I replaced everything in my studio. You might want to do the same thing. So you better get rid of them USB hubs that you got and come over here to the Cal get your Thunderbolt 5. That's
Not all of us have that money sitting
See,
around
there
where we
we
can
go.
spend all
Okay.
that stuff and drink that expensive bourbon and
Let
all
me
that.
kick him off the
man,
screen right now. Hold on. Let me we got internet issues right now.
We do not have
Explain-
internet issues.
Explain about the Detroit gear. Explain about the Lions gear.
Oh, I am from Detroit, born and raised, 32 miles. So yeah, not really Detroit, suburb of Detroit. If you know, you know. But Tora, you from Detroit? What up, though?
Mm-hmm.
That is yeah, that's my team. It's always been my team, forever be my team. Right here. Here's a logo.
There you go.
Right there. Right there.
Go
All
give
Detroit
give a
sports.
shout out to the Gray Mains too. Come on now.
Yeah, that's where I was just on. We're 16 shows in on Lions Gray Mains. A couple of guys I've known for about 30 years. We were before that's the logo right there. Before the internet, well, the internet was out, but it was like a bulletin board system that you're dialed into. We were such nerds as Lions fans back in the 80s. We were dialing in and doing that. And found each other on the internet and became friends. And now we started a podcast beginning of this season. Not a good season to start a podcast for the Detroit Lions, unfortunately. We thought it would go better, but
better.
it is what it is, and it's a lot of fun. And listen, I mean, I wouldn't do any of this stuff if it wasn't fun. Last time I checked, Florence and James aren't paying me to do this.
Uh-oh.
But man, we have fun. They have a lot of fun. I learned a few things too, like how to mirror your phone without spending $700.
The revenue recognition is different, right? It's in the relationships that we have built over the years.
Right?
There we go. The fact that we're 800, 1,500 miles away from each other, but still fellowship every other week together. This ain't the old-fashioned speaking, y'all. You think about it. This is one of those introspective things at the end of the calendar year. I mean, the fact that we connect online, have fun, make jokes, have our own text chat as well, and we only want the best of each of us. That matters.
That.
Again, there's the win-win. There's the revenue recognition. Doesn't always have to be a deposit into the bank account. It's more of a deposit into the social being. That's the driver for me. That's the driver for me.
Mr. Raleigh says he sees some shade being thrown around. I have no idea what he's talking about.
Well, he a Cowboys fan. You don't know. He confused.
Oh.
I would.
Okay.
Mr. Rod, so James, I'm watching. I'm at episode 3 of America's Team. I did not
Is it
know
good?
the Cowboys were that complex of an organization. I knew Jerry was Jerry, but I didn't know Arkansas. I didn't know. I mean, so I'm watching it right now, and we're on the. I'm on the. What's his name? Not God talking. The Aikman episode. Didn't realize that Aikman was so. I knew he came out of UCLA, high draft pick and all that. I didn't know there were so many years of just couldn't get it right with the squad and everything until he finally
Oh,
got
he
it
was
right.
terrible.
I
Yeah.
mean, I only remember because I've always watched the Steelers as opposed to America's team, but I just didn't know all of the complexity behind the Cowboys until now. So America's team on Netflix, that's actually a pretty nice watch. It's actually a pretty
Oh,
nice
okay.
one.
Cool.
Yeah. Look at it.
That
Watch
is
it now.
the most profitable NFL franchise.
Well, you know, Jerry almost lost it all because when you let go of Tom Landry, you know, everybody loved Tom Landry. Even I remember Roger Staubach and Tom Landry. I'm a little older than some of y'all. I
I kind of
remember.
like that he wore suits. He wore suits on the side. Remember when coaches
Well,
were
he was,
like they
again,
wore
military man. So that's what it was, military man.
Tora is doing what you do, Hicks.
Mm-mm.
She taking something and throwing it up on a shirt real quick.
Hey, you got a store yet? Because let me send you an affiliate code so I can get these free sample credits.
She has a store.
Okay. Oh, well, send the link so we can go check your store out. So telling you know I would go into my fourth wall store so you don't bother send me okay. Yeah, we need to know where that store is because Chris will buy everybody some gear since you know he won the fantasy football league.
Hey, I
Chris?
don't do leagues. I do DraftKings. I do daily. I did
Is that right?
I've been doing fantasy football for like 35 plus years. Back when you faxed your reports in. But like I stopped doing those drafts and the yearly and started doing instead of doing redrafts, I just do dailies. So
I'm firing up my Apple Notes because I need to find my merch ideas because yeah, what was that? Recognize the revenue.
what is Florence? What is your shirt there? Is that your merch? Perfectly equipped.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There we go.
That is your merch. Okay, I like that.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Yep.
You got to send me a link.
Recognize the revenue.
Okay.
Tall boy, I see you coming. Hold on, I forgot how to type recognize, so I'm writing this down. Recognize.
Oh my goodness.
Are you going to let
It's
Corey Sanders in the
hilarious.
house?
I don't know. You put out his government name there too. You know how he gets sensitive about the government name. Yeah.
I didn't call him DeKalin. DeKalin Metcalf.
Damn. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a heavy pour. Hey, okay.
That make you spill it?
Oh, sorry. My wife came in. That's a heavy pour right there. Let's do this. Let me add him this way.
Hey, Tom.
What's up, Kirk Cousins? No, I ain't.
Who? What'd you call me?
Well, you wearing the team and they won, and it wasn't
That
expected.
is Atlanta Hawks.
That's Atlanta Hawks.
Oh,
man.
geez,
And
that's
you
just
do
like
whole-
me saying "Rise Up," right? That's just.
And you do a whole sports show, and you saying Atlanta Hawks? What? You ain't no sports fan. Man. You
He
just
thought it
talk
was
about-
Redskins or Commanders.
I'm just gonna leave.
Come on, man. It's all about Trey Young.
I'm just gonna leave. I apologize. I'm gonna
Man,
tell you right now. I
so
apologize. I tell you
disrespectful.
what. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? Because I apologize. First of all, appreciate you being here. I'm gonna take care of your dinner too. That night in Vegas, just for
You gonna
that.
take care? You gonna take care of Sammy's too?
No. What I tell you now. Don't get it twisted. What I just tell you, I'm gonna do now.
Pushing it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Because
I got
that was an unfortunate error. You know, I got a lot of things going on. My wife coming in here and then topped your boy off.
Oh Lord!
And then I just
I'm
saw
upgrading,
one.
man. Look, upgrade. You know me. I gotta have my juice. I got some energy juice.
I said the wrong team, but I said I got the Atlanta right.
look, floating down 75, 85 downtown Atlanta, and you should have seen it going down by the airport. How bad how bad the traffic was. I'm
How
over
bad was
here
the traffic?
taking back streets to get around all of that, and then after we finished after we finished the meeting, I'm floating back, and I'm like, oh, the GPS say 26 minutes. I got this. We'll be here. I said, as long as they just don't end. And then Chris came in. Oh yeah, I was like, oh, I'm good. I'm good for at least another 30. If you know, you know. What up, though?
That's it. That's it.
Wait, Tallboy, are you out like hanging out with government officials in Atlanta tonight, or
No.
what?
No. I got something coming down the pipeline. God willing. God willing, will come into fruition. It's been a 2-year journey of trying to do this partnership with somebody, and I got a phone call late last night that somebody was flying into town.
Hey, man.
James, you had a conversation with the gentleman, Mr. Keith, the funeral home
Okay.
extraordinaire gentleman. He came in and said, "Tallboy, I'm flying in, and when I fly in, we need to connect." And I said, "Okay, let's make it happen." And so one thing I love about Mr. Keith is he follows through. That's all I can say. He follows through. So a lot of people talk a good game, but Mr. Keith, he about that life. That's all I can say.
He about that life. You see that?
So
that's what we were talking about before you came
Chris
on
Stone
about
that
it.
life too.
Was that?
Chris Stone about that life too.
Oh,
he
no,
said he
the
up.
truth.
Chris Stone gonna pull up.
Yeah, Chris, listen. Chris the truth, man. Stop playing, folks. Y'all need to Google him. Do what you need to do. But, Donald Stone and Sanders up here. Again, I'm just the Wizard of Oz here pushing the buttons and pulling the cords.
Look, I had to put on my good clothes. I know
You sure do. I mean, because normally, your
clean
stuff
up
be
nice,
you be all, hey, I ain't going to throw you out there, but,
And look, I only threw on the Atlanta Hawks hat, and I didn't have my Shador jersey. I didn't want to change clothes. I literally walked in the door, just turned on the equipment, and said, "Come on, let's get it." So
even though y'all did beat us.
support you.
Y'all
What?
beat us, so that was good for the young Sanders to get the W.
Oh, you talking about that? No, I just wanted to come in and support you, brother.
Hey, man.
We've been knowing each other since what, 2013, 2012?
So, Erica, what's up? Appreciate you being here. Shouts out to your platform that you use, Google Gemini. I asked. So here's what I did. So okay, we're gonna give some flowers, right?
Here it comes.
I did a ask Google Photos because there's an aspect of Google Photos to ask Google Photos. I said, show me all of the photos in January in Las Vegas, and it went through and it pulled all 12 to 15 years, and it's got that first night. 14 or so 15 years ago, when me and Tallboy were on the red
You got to
carpet.
show these. Come on,
And-
pull them up on the
Look, that
screen.
expensive
Want me to do the
mirroring
iPhone
thing
mirror,
that he
brother?
was trying to get you to do.
Yes,
Chris, you know
there
that
it is.
$1,500
No, but
problem.
he
that
can't do it on a
let
Google
him use
phone,
it.
though.
Hold on,
Let me figure it out.
Am I being
You're
disrespectful?
gonna have a problem.
Hold on, you got hey, you being disrespectful over here now. What we doing? Hey,
It's gonna be a battle.
Let me make sure there ain't no pictures in here. No, don't want y'all to.
So backstory on how
We
James
got
and I
some grown
met, right?
folks that stuff around here too. So I
This is
gotta
a
make
good
sure.
story. I like. Yeah.
What you about to tell them?
The backstory on how James and I met, for the ones that don't know, it was my first year at CES.
Wow.
And my very first year at CES, and a friend of mine, I had asked Jamal Finkley from Black Tree TV. I asked him would he come out and support me. I had saw CES the year before. So the gentleman who was like, what is CES? Like, you don't understand. Like, this is consumer tech gold. Like, everybody that is somebody, from Samsung to Hollyland to Shure to Canon to
Hollyland
Sony.
wasn't even around when first time we were there, boy.
It sure wasn't. But
That was
Claude,
Texas Instruments.
yeah. J5 Create. And so these names that I just named, you probably heard of some of them. Applaud, and they weren't probably around, but J5 Create has been around for years. But look these companies up. These companies, they have massive booths, right? And so you have your standard 10 by 10s all the way to like 100 no, I'm not. I'd say about what 20, 30 square feet, something like that, James.
Yeah.
For some of the bigger booths. And so I had saw it on TechCrunch.com, and I said, man, I would love to go there. And my business partner at the time was like, Merry Christmas. I got you into CES, but you got to get your own way there, and you got to get your own hotel. I said, huh? But you got me in the building. So I'm in the building. Asked my good friend to come meet with me. He says, I got the People's Choice Awards the next day, so I can only give you 1 day. 1 day. That's all I got. So I said, okay, cool. He met me. He lived in California, came over to Vegas, and I land. And when you see Vegas, you see nothing but lights and all of that. And then all of a sudden you get to the convention center and it's Toys R Us on steroids for adults.
He said
That's
Toys
the
R
way.
Us. I call it the kid in the candy store. He said toy that. You about right though. You about right.
It's Toys R Us on steroids for adults. That's what the Consumer Electronics Show is. Look at any YouTube video. All you see is bright lights. That's all you see is people. You see cars. You see traffic, and you just see everybody they trying to get their products out to the masses. And so I get to the first place where Jamal told me to meet. And Russell Simmons is right there. If you know who Russell Simmons is, you know who he is. And we're at the Samsung TV booth. And Samsung TV tells Russell Simmons they're going to bump him for Jamal. And I'm like, so I'm looking. Russell Simmons is looking. You bumping me for him? And it's like, who? So I'm looking like, who the hell is Jamal Fink? Like, but this man got some clout over here. So I'm blown away. I'm blown away with what I'm seeing. So we go meet some people. He says hello. He said, man, we got to go to the Webby Awards. I said, what the hell is the Webby Awards? I ain't never heard of no damn Webby Awards. So we get to the Webby Awards. I thought that's not the photo, James. That's another photo. That's the year 2.
That's a good one, though.
But
That's good.
So we at the Webby Awards. So my man Jamal, this is what he do. He interview. If you're an actor, if you're an actress, this is what he do. This is what he do in his sleep out there. Just look up Black Tree TV. Just look him up. That's what he do. And he said, well, tall boy, I got you on the red carpet. Do you? And I got this monopod. I got this camera on the monopod, and I got this microphone, and I'm trying to do interviews and have the camera balance. And this brother right here, right next to me,
First
says,
of all,
hey,
go ahead and say you stressing too, because you're a perfectionist. And now after all these years that I've learned, I didn't know then, but you was stressing. I could see it in your eyes.
So this young brother that's next to me, he comes over and says, hey man, let me help you out. Bro, you have no idea. I got a line of people. I don't even know who these people are. I'm just excited because I like to interview people, and me working at a popular radio station here in Atlanta, I'm just trying to get I don't know who anybody is. They tell me they got this podcast. Before podcasts or what they are today, these people were really doing the work. James comes over, grabs the monopod. I say, don't cut my head off. Whatever you do, just don't cut a brother's head off. And he don't cut my head off. And he said, look, man, if I get a chance to connect with you in the future, let's stay connected. I said, okay. I got his number. Didn't think anything of it. CES is massive. You ain't going to see him no more for the rest of the week. I was only there for 2 days. I only had 2 days. Great weekend. Awesome. Everything. The following year, I get to CES and I say, James, you coming? He said, yeah. I'm going to be there. He said, I got my team coming out. I said, got his team coming out.
That's right.
This dude got his team.
I flossed on you. I sure did.
He got his team. So I'm like, look, bro, I understand you got your team coming out, but I'm coming on an agenda and I'm coming to get these interviews. That's what I'm coming to get. So James got his agenda of what he got going on. I got my agenda of what I got going on. So we're going over to the Monster party, the Monster press conference. And I think, what was it, Shaq and Mario Armstrong backstage.
Mm-hmm.
And I went over and Shaq knew who I was and got a little picture. We go over to the Monster booth and all right.
Now, this
is
not just for those of you who are listening and watching. That's not Monster, the energy drink. This is when Monster was huge in cables.
You guys,
and headphones.
Chris, you know about that.
And cables. About that. Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Monster.
So Monster headphones, Monster cables, And I'm just like, hey, Shaq is here. Mario Armstrong is here. If you don't know Mario Armstrong, he's normally talking about CES and technology.
He was on the Today Show a lot.
Yeah, on the Today Show on CBS. So been knowing these brothers for years. Been knowing Shaq. Played in the game that Shaq had his jersey retired. So Shaq was familiar with who I was. And so we got an interview with Shaq. All right, y'all, I got to go because Clyde Drexler about to be over here at some booth
Glide
over
to
here.
glide.
Yeah.
And Robert Ory gonna be over here, and then this person gonna be over there. And James, I don't know. James said he told his team, I don't know what we about to do or what you about to do, but we rolling with Tallboy because Tallboy getting all this access.
Hey, I'm gonna get these flowers, and y'all see me scrolling these pictures. I'm gonna find them. I was like, okay, we had our agenda, we had our runner show, and what everyone was supposed to do. Eric was supposed to go to the sports and fitness and the healthcare. My wife was focusing on getting on red carpet interviews and stuff like that. But I said, hey, I'd have messed around and I'd have met Clyde. I'd have messed around and met Mario. I'd have messed around and met what's Mariah's husband's name?
Who?
Mariah's husband, Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon.
Messed around and met him, met Shaq. Hey,
Say Tommy Mottola.
I'm like, hey,
Yeah, Tommy Mottola wasn't.
I'm like, this tall 7-foot dude right here from Atlanta. No focus. I'm gonna go with him. Y'all, we still gonna meet at the end of the night so we can get all of our content together. But you can come with me or not. But I'm gonna go with him.
So all of a sudden, Tallboy was on.
I was gonna
all
get
of a
these
sudden,
exclusives.
Tallboy was on Team Hicks.
So
He was on the team.
No, I was on an agenda because I knew who was coming, and I knew what time, and I knew the placement of where everyone was going to be, and I knew how to strategically place myself. And I was already at that time. I don't even think Instagram was popular at that time.
No,
but I was sending out emails. Instagram had just came out, or it was right before it came out. But I was sending sending direct messages to people, telling them that I'm coming, trying to find their assistance. I was doing all the legwork before I left Atlanta. And
look at this. I'm not gonna put my wife's business out here, but see, we was at the monster party.
I didn't get to that part. Yeah, but go ahead.
Okay, no, so I'm going through the pictures, and she left me for a minute because what's the brother name that used to model for like Polo?
Tyson Beckford.
There she go. Hugged up on Tyson Beckford. I'm like, where's she at? Where my wife at?
Tyson was on the list. It was he was on her list
for a minute there. I'm like, wait a minute. Okay,
you gotta let that go.
So we at the Monster booth, and they thought
like, my wife's over there with Tyson Beckford.
We at the Monster booth, and they say, Tallboy, who all with you? Now the year before, I had got all exclusive access to the Alicia Keys concert, and they told me.
Hot.
Is that Nick Cannon? Who is that?
Yeah, this is when we were meeting.
That looks like Nick Cannon.
I need that. I ain't got that one, bro.
Yeah, you know why you don't have it
on the channel.
Okay, you know why you don't have it? I'm gonna throw you out there because your memory card or your camera battery went dead. Oh, you didn't have the right folks around you at that time. We was filming, and I was running his camera, and I was like, "Hey, bro, your battery is dead."
It sure was.
But
that's 101, man. That's 101. How do you let your camera battery die, man?
Hey, man, I was young, bro. I wanted to do
you and your camera batteries, dude. You were telling me about that last week.
I'm recording this with like an iPhone 5 or something right here. His camera's on his big old Canon went dead. I'm like, come on.
iPhone 5.
Stone, all I cared about, I'm just being real with you, just getting the interview. I didn't care how I got the interview. I didn't know nothing about cameras. I didn't know nothing about lenses. I just knew that the microphone needed to work, and I'm trying to get this interview with it's Tallboy Experience, and I'm live with Nick Cannon. And so I said, look, I got the interview. Y'all brothers go get the picture. I'm the one that took the photo right there. I was like, y'all get it. Then there's Clyde. Like, we don't talk about
Glide.
We don't talk about it around here. We be about it. So one thing about me is if I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. So that's the one thing that we just make ish happen. That's all I can say, especially when it comes to CES. So
I love that we got the receipts here too.
Listen, I'm bringing the receipts, brother, and I'm trying to figure why I look so old. Why I look like Steve Worthy there?
You do look
I look like a partner Steve Worthy right there, right? I look old.
might want to block it. You might let him, do the.
Man, why do I look
You
like
do?
It must be the hat. It's got to be the hat.
What's that picture right there on the left hand side?
this one right here?
What's that?
I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
Steve his ears are burning right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I look like I'm an old man there. Oh,
You
Yeah.
don't look old.
Oh, you got
Tall
stuff
boy
right
looks
there.
happy.
Yeah, bro. I'm a kid at Toys R Us on steroids for adults, bro.
I'm not sure
this
who got
Shaq.
this picture
That's
of
Shaq
us.
right there.
Someone who didn't know how to use a camera, but someone who didn't know how to use a camera. You can't see me,
Yeah, you look like you're in
right?
witness
I'm
protection.
between two the Empire States right
Giants.
here. I look like I'm trying to.
The interview is on YouTube with Dr. Shaq. The interview is on YouTube. You can go pull it up. Shaq and I Am Tall Boy. I got a couple interviews with him, but yeah, I mean that's how James and I met. We met at CES. I was at the Webby Awards. I was struggling, and the brother said, "Let me help you out. Kindness will take you a long way."
Say it one more time.
So, Tall Boy told me this story when he and I had breakfast a couple months ago. And I love that he told me that story, and I love that he retold it here. But I want to ask you, James, on this, because he told it exactly the same way. And I thought about it.
Lie to kick it? You thought I was gonna lie to kick it, Chris?
No, not at all. No. But I wanted to ask James this. So you saw Tall Boy, and you came up to him and said, "I'm going to help you out."
No, he just said, "Let me help you out."
Let me help you out, right?
No, again, I saw someone who was a peer. Didn't know his name, but again, we were in that line. We are in that receiving line, the red carpet line for the Webby Awards, and
we're on media row.
I saw him struggling. I had my team positioned, and they were doing their job. They were doing their due diligence. My wife and a good friend of ours had his wife there too. They were on the red carpet doing their interviews. I had my lights guy, I had my camera guy, and I saw Tall Boy struggling. I said, "Hey, brother, how can I help you? How can I help you?" Because he was fiddling with his cameras, he was fiddling with his batteries, fiddling with his lights. And at the end of the day, we all, like I said, trying to be successful, trying to help each other out. So. Not knowing what would come out of it, not expecting anything as well. Just saw someone, again, a peer of mine that was out there who needed some assistance at that particular time. So, and from right then, we've been going ever since. What was that, 2011? Golly, you old? Ooh, you an old man.
That picture was 2011. That was 2011. That picture was 2011.
God, oh.
But you see where I'm going here, Florence, right? I mean, I think there's a lot of these moments where, and I don't know if things have changed because everybody's doing this, right? When they're and they're in their own like little world here. But here you got a story of two men who have become lifelong friends, and all it took was one person to look over and go, "I'm going to help him out," and just because that was the right thing to do. James, you didn't look over and go, "What is this? This is going to mess me up because he's in my thing with my team. I got to, or, that's not my thing. I have to work on my team and focus." You just said, "I'm going to help him out," and then look what it came out of that, right? And I think that's a great lesson.
It was a random.
What's dope about that? What's dope about that, Chris? And I'm glad you brought that up. My wife even put it in the comments here. So not only we spent time in Vegas, not only have I spent time in Atlanta with him as well, we talk about that, but we actually spent Thanksgiving in Rome together.
Yeah.
So
international.
Tall Boy got to meet my family. We broke bread, we fellowship, we ate, we drank, we sang, we did all the thing at the steps.
What did I order? Because I was definitely very perturbed at what I ordered. The low pasta.
I don't know. See, I'm trying to have a high level conversation. You in the weeds. You OCD.
He's talking about what he ordered.
About the pasta.
No, because it was a family moment. No, what I ordered, I did not know what I had ordered because I'm in Rome and I'm an arrogant American.
Do what you do.
And his family said, "You know what?" And they shared because it's Thanksgiving, and they did not have to share. And so once again, another random act of kindness. I didn't know no better. And it's funny because I went back when I was in Rome last year for Thanksgiving. I went back to that same restaurant and had Thanksgiving dinner.
Is that the
It was
restaurant?
the day after.
I know a couple of restaurants that you went to.
The restaurant that we had Thanksgiving dinner at, James. I went back there last year and I had Thanksgiving dinner.
There's a story behind that. We'll talk about that when we get off screen with the.
Now, you guys are not talking about Rome, Georgia, right? You're talking about Rome, Italy.
Yeah. I said international stuff.
That's dope. That's
Okay.
We got. I'm just tell you what. Let me. I'm gonna find. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find that picture. But I want to do one thing in seriousness. Shouts out to my guy Calvin. Today is his birthday. My man, he's celebrating his birthday, but he's had a tough holiday season. So while I was going through the pictures, last time I saw him was at CES in 2015. So I want to give him a happy birthday shout out right there. But I'm gonna find. Huh?
His last name Rudolph, right? Is that Calvin Rudolph?
No, not Rudolph. Okay. God, dog it, James. What's my man's last
Calvin.
name?
James learning how to use his software.
Calvin Lee.
Oh yeah, Calvin Lee.
Well, we could. So Chris, I'm on the alpha version of Ecan, and there's some nuances different. It might be okay. There's some nuances different, but I am on this alpha version, and it's doing some things differently. I don't like how it's going out on Instagram, but it might be okay when they finally get to a beta, at least to a beta version. But so there it is. Yeah, that's my man Calvin Lee. Let me find that picture.
Calvin Lee, good people. What's up, Cal? Is he watching this?
No, he's not watching. So again, I don't put his. He lost his father.
He's just not available right now.
Yeah, he lost his father, and unfortunately today is his birthday as well. So he's taking care of business. But that's a good dude. Calvin's the first guy who got me really locked in on Sony, because he was a Sony ambassador, and I started looking at all these Sony cameras. Like, man, they cost that much. God, you know, I was old Nikon guy back in the day. Back in my day. I was a Nikon dude, you know, because I can get them cheap. Anyway,
I will say this, James, about that picture. You did look younger, so there's that.
I'll shave before next week before we go, so I can get carded again or something when I go. It's a shot. Okay, this is. I don't want
Tall boy, how's that booster working?
I'm using it right now. You can't tell the difference.
Oh, yeah, man. Sounds like butter in my ears, man.
That thing sounds sexy too. Yeah. So backstory.
What y'all talk about? Y'all sound like y'all having a grown folk conversation.
No,
you know what I mean?
Did you have a conversation with him about Oshkosh before on the show?
No. Hold on. Before you go down that road, look at this fool with my family feeding his face.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I ordered some prawns. That's what it was. I ordered some shrimp, and they gave me 4 shrimp. They gave me 4 shrimp. That's what I ordered
prawns. Oh, and you didn't know what they were.
No, I thought it was gonna be more than 4. And I'm like, this is all I get. And his family was like, look, you can get some of my meatballs. You can get some.
You're like, oh Lord, black ass gonna act a fool up
they
here.
Didn't
Tallboy's
see
the guy at the
table.
table.
Tall.
Here go
Tallboy's at the table. You done with
that?
Are you done with that? Are you done with that?
No. Jordan and Isaiah, they were very hospitable. James is looking at me like, this fool, right?
I'm like, hey, this Negro come from Atlanta, gonna act a fool. We gonna get. I don't know what my passport is. Here we go.
Okay. And look, the whole day we were trying to connect, and they didn't have no Wi-Fi over there. I mean, didn't have no data over there. But every time he got to a location, I ain't gonna put the man's business out there like that. But every time he pulled up to a spot, he would say, "I'm over here." I'm like, "Well, bro, So we finally just said, "Let's just meet at the Spanish Steps," and then we go into the Gucci store. I can't afford nothing up in there but a glass of wine.
My child,
yeah. His kids talk about, I want these.
Not a little, a whole gang of that limoncello. That was the first time I saw you drink. Yeah, my child.
You go in the Gucci store in Italy, they offer you wine, and they take care of you over there in Rome. It was a very great experience. Yeah. But anyway, I thought I saw you Chris Stone talking about Oshkosh, and so I was kind of hesitant on buying this mic booster. and I went on and bit the bullet. And after I bit the bullet, I just happened to reach out to Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Chris was like, you need a mic booster? I was like, yeah, man, this thing costs 30, 40, something. He's like, hey, man, hey, let's have a conversation offline. We go over and I took him to, what's the name of the bagel spot? What was it?
I don't know. It's in your neighborhood, dude.
It's not Einstein Bagel.
Griffin's or no, it wasn't Einstein. I forget.
No,
it was good though.
It's a local I had just found out about the place, and it's right around the corner from my house. And Chris drove from where he lived to where I live, and I'm like, hold up, you willing to do all of that? Like,
he a real one.
I'm supposed to drive up to meet you. Yo, let me go meet with Chris. Chris is official. I stamp Chris. I don't care what they say. Yeah, I stamp Chris. Chris is all right with me.
I was like, I get to have breakfast with Tall Boy. Are you kidding me?
I'm not all that big, bro. But it is what it is. But I'm big in size, but not big like that.
I done been to the club with you. I done took some corporate. First of all, here come my son. Look. So first of all, look at my son here. This is in Paris.
Nice shoes.
In Rome, and he flossing with the Tesla hat back. Back when we was rocking with Tesla.
When you were okay with
back in the day when we was okay with Tesla before we knew. And look where he holding these Louis shoes. He really wanted them Louis shoes. We didn't get him.
He had expensive taste back then.
Yeah, we didn't get him. This was before he had multiple jobs. He on the clock now, but he got them Louis shoes in his hand.
He was 14 at that time, right?
Something like that, yeah. But see, Lord, that's why I can never retire. What were we talking about?
So I met Chris, and Chris blessed me with the all-cost.
We were talking about going to Atlanta, and when I took some corporate folks. And hey, Chris, Tall Boy, tell them the neighborhood that we went to. Because I don't know, because I don't live there. But the neighborhood. I wonder if Chris has any.
I took him to Glenwood.
Oh yeah, I know Glenwood. Yeah,
you been out there in the middle of the night, like late at night.
Yeah,
Chris. You been out to Glenwood in the middle of the night?
Yes, sir. I listen. I've done.
Well, hold on, no, yeah, because Chris, hold on. We got to give Chris extra cool points because he, again, Google Chris.
Oh yeah.
Sony Chris, music, everything. He knows Big Boy. He
knows. We've got mutual friends.
Yeah.
Tom starts talking about and he started talking. We started talking about record stores, and we started talking about in stores, and so that was a part of my deal when I worked for Sony. When the new Outkast album came out, when new Youngbloods album came out, when Jim Crow or Goody Mo B, T.I., like any of those things came out through Sony, we would do in-store signings with the artists. We would set up.
The fact that he said, ladies, y'all, hold on, don't let that pass. The fact that he said Goody Mo B and not Goody Mob.
If you know, you know. It's not.
If y'all need to know the intricacy of what just happened just now. If y'all didn't catch that, I had to bring that back.
Don't make me go get receipts because I got a plaque as an honorary member of the Dungeon family. But I digress. So we start talking about record stores, and I start saying earwax, and at almost at the same time we say DBS Sounds. And DBS Sounds, and I was like, and the owner of DBS Sounds, his name is Tobago Benito. And just like salt of the earth human being, just an awesome dude, right? Runs these record stores, legend in the Atlanta independent music scene. And I was like, I had to go to the bathroom, right? So I go to the bathroom. I come back, and this dude's got Tobago Benito on his phone. Found FaceTime. Well, no, not FaceTime because it's an Android. Whatever the Android
probably got
version.
WhatsApp or something,
No,
it was Skype. He's Skyping him on his phone.
Skype.
No, Instagram.
And so I hadn't talked to Tobago probably in 20 years. And that was a really cool moment. It's like we had a mutual friend and reconnect. And the dude hadn't changed a bit, man. It's the same dude.
Yeah, Tobago is solid. Anybody that knows Tobago in the Atlanta area, he's the one that brought Cardi B to Atlanta. Yep. Had brought the whole community out. They had the news helicopter flying, and the line was wrapped around the building to the back. People had been lined up since 8:00 that morning. She didn't get out there till about 8:30. They said she was coming at 1:30, 2:00 in the afternoon. She didn't get there till about 8 that night. They didn't leave till 2, 3:00 in the morning. And by 9 a.m., all the trash that was there, Tobago was out there cleaning up and said, look, if you want to have these type of facilities, and Tobago was showing the work. You can go on his DBS Sounds Instagram page and just scroll and see
Shout
when
out
Cardi B
DBS
was here.
Sounds.
Tobago is the truth. I mean, he has brought every major person that is in the
He broke Lil
R&B
Jon. So
R&B
Little John.
R&B and hip hop industry, he has brought them to his store.
Yep.
And if you are a content creator, if you build a relationship with Tobago, Tobago will give you the opportunity to come in and do your thing. Whether it's an interview, if the artist says it's okay, Tobago has given you the opportunity to cook, to do you. Just don't disrespect the store. And Tobago is from Yo Gotti to Goody Mo B to whoever, Shantae Moore, you name it, they have come. I wouldn't be surprised if Lisa hasn't been to the store yet. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, he is that guy. He brings people to that store, and Tobago is the truth. He is a true Atlanta legend, and he's one of the last true record stores that is still standing in Atlanta.
Wow.
I think there's probably only 2 record stores. I don't even think Turtles is still open, but he's one of the last true record stores that's all about community. That's all about if you care about good music, record sales still matter in Tobago's world, and you see vinyl is coming back. So I mean, that's
got to love it. Hey,
but
Gio, I see you
Glenwood,
over there on IG, brother. Appreciate you, man. That's my guy. I know that kid since
but
he was.
Glenwood, I took him to Tanqueray, which is now Juicy Joint.
You know what? Oh, what? See, he laughing. So Florence and Chris, check it out. So, oh boy, first of all, we go to his apartment. Go to his spot.
Sandy Springs, Chris, for context.
Okay.
I'm with a corporate dude, right? Again, live in the affluent area of Northern California here, kind of where, not where I live. I'm fluent, but this dude live in the affluent. He was already. He's like, hey Jay, where we at? I told him. I said, don't worry about it, brother. Don't worry about it. We with my people. Then we ride outside of the main city, outside of where all the big skyscrapers are. And we leave all the flashing lights and the skyscrapers, and we go.
You went to Decatur. That's where you went.
I don't know where we went. It was late night.
That's where the Tanqueray Lounge is on Glenwood. That's Decatur, dude.
I was supposed to be asleep at that time so I can prepare for this meeting that I'm there for. But let's go to the club.
Is it Tuesday night?
Well, it was Tuesday. God, that don't make no sense for it to be jumping off like it was on the Tuesday.
It doesn't matter.
All I'm gonna say is this. Again, I'm not sure if my dude is watching. Shouts out to you, Shane, if you are. But my man was he was turned out. He was not ready for the raw indoctrination that is Atlanta, Georgia. I got a little nervous. Let me tell you something. For a minute, I got nervous. But then I was like, okay, I'm with my people here. I was looking at my guy though. He was not with his, but he ended up becoming people. I don't know if it was the drink. I don't know if it was the line dance. I don't know what it was. But and first and foremost, hey Florence and Chris, check it. I'm looking for Tall Boy. Hey, where he at? Because I want make sure we all good where everybody is. No, he not in the bathroom. He not at the bar. He not on the dance floor. No, this man inside, not on, but inside the DJ booth. This man is inside the DJ booth with the DJ running the whole party. I said, look at this. Look at God. I said, I did came with the first and foremost. I think you came with your own microphone.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I got a Tall Boy mic sleeve. I do. I came with my own mic, with my own microphone. They did not pat us down. We just walked right into the club, and I plugged in and I rocked out.
The man
because
went
you
to
don't.
the
I mean, you don't want
club
to
with
use
his
somebody
own
else's club.
microphone.
Well, you don't want to use some other club's microphone.
I never
half
seen
the
that.
time,
Never
half the
seen
time it's kind of either it's not that great
Look, it was a short mic, a short wireless. It was.
I didn't even know nothing about it at that time. But I was like, look at this. I called him something else. I didn't say, but I said, oh my God, he done came. I said, he said he done came with his own microphone. You know, it's kind of like the scene from Coming to America. He got his own money. The man got his own money. Okay, let's get locked back in. Let's stay focused. Okay,
He
hopefully
had a
y'all.
good time. Chris,
It was dope.
Florence, if you come to Atlanta,
If you come
I
to
mean,
Atlanta,
Let me just, before you say that, let me just say, I'm going to say this for all of the people like me who are from middle America. The vast majority of the names that they've spoken, I have no idea who they are. I have no interest in knowing who they are, have never heard them, will never hear them, am not interested. Just being very clear.
you're gonna need to
Florence,
get you some Andre 3000 in your life. What you
yeah,
need, that's what
No, I do not. I do not. I do not. I don't even know who
everybody
that
need
is.
little
Don't
Andre.
care.
Oh my
But what
God.
kind of music
Don't
do you
know
listen
who
to?
it
Florence?
is.
What
Don't
kind
care.
of
I don't
music?
really listen. I don't really listen to music.
Okay.
I
Oh
really
no,
truly
I don't
like
believe that
silence. I really don't listen to
You
music.
don't listen to
The
the blues?
at
like
all.
virtual
You don't
the
listen to
only
R&B?
time I listen no.
Damn.
The only
Wow.
time I listen to music is when I'm in church. I don't have anything
Okay,
playing
but
in my
you do
house.
listen to music.
I so stop. So, but you're talking to a person who likes silence.
Hey,
Hmm.
man.
So a lot
Okay.
of so that is the difference. I can't drive and listen to music or and stuff. I'm like, please turn it off. It literally gives me a headache. Stop.
I'm not even doing it. I don't know who doing it. So Lord have mercy. I apologize. I apologize. Whoever is instigating and pulling at the purse
I'm
strings.
glad you thought that was funny. I can't even hear you right now because I just took my earpiece out because that
she
was not funny to
she
me.
about to exit stage left, ladies and
I'm
gentlemen.
I, I respect those who do. Nothing against it. I'm just telling you, I don't know who these people are. They mean nothing to me.
That's fair. That's fair.
And I'm not broken and there's nothing wrong with me.
Go ahead
Everyone
on.
is different.
Oh,
I love that.
of course.
I love
Nobody
that.
know.
See, there
And
go the lesson right
everyone
there.
comes from a different
Mhm.
background.
Yes, ma'am.
There goes here a lesson
I'm not
right there.
saying anything else. So when you guys are talking to me going to Atlanta, I've been in Atlanta lots. I've got family in Atlanta. Don't
Oh,
go to
really?
clubs. I don't like crowds.
That's fair.
Did that in my 20s. I was like, nope, this is not for me. And I knew that.
Florence
So
like
as
me
soon as I
looking for the door,
realized it,
looking
I
for
was
the
like,
exit.
this is not for me, not something I'm doing.
Florence like me looking for the exit. Listen, man, I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it.
So don't mean I'm not breaking the party. I'm just saying I can listen to y'all
You can be our
talk. I
designated
just
driver.
don't know who any of these people are.
Florence be our designated driver. He over there looking on his roadcaster trying
Sorry.
to find some new triggers is what he's trying to do. He over there on his roadcaster trying to find some new triggers. I love it. Listen, I'm checking for comments, checking for who we got in the building. ATL is a whole hour and 30 minutes away from me. Come on now with that down, Erica. Man, I ain't know that. Love it.
She's in Carolinas.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Who is that? Who
She's
said
in
that?
the Carolinas.
Talk
Erica
virtual.
Bates, right?
Erica Bates, man.
Erica Bates.
Yeah. Listen,
Okay.
that's one of the co-hosts, Technologist Forum. What show week?
Hey.
Fourth week? I don't
But by the way, Chris, I don't know if you saw it earlier. Tora is still trying to get you to do the Descript thing. And when you guys were talking about Rome, y'all were talking about Rome, Mississippi. I didn't even know a Rome, Mississippi existed. I'm getting
Oh,
educated today.
Yeah.
Have y'all messed
Roll-
with Super Whisper yet?
Who? Super
Whi-
what? I'm sorry, can you?
Whisper.
Oh,
Yeah,
Super
yeah.
Whisper.
Yeah,
Oh,
I paid lifetime for them. They just came out with an update today, or they just announced an update.
I just messed with it. Man, I love that thing right there.
Yeah.
That
It's
thing is
What's
awesome.
Super
Oh,
Whisper?
Erica's in Erica
AI
says she's
agent
in
similar to
South
Plot.
Carolina.
It's South Carolina. So it's a AI agent similar to like a Plot or like a couple of them that will listen to you while you talk, right? Where you can, it's actually a audio recorder that can actually do some AI behind the scenes as well. So
Isn't that
No, I
funny
think
how
so.
we used to be so
Oh.
afraid of these devices listening to us all the time. Now we like freely just download everything to listen to us and give away our, remember that? It was like all of these voice activated devices. Oh man, they're listening to us. And now
I
it's
still
like,
have
yeah,
my
just
Google
give it.
Home
Sorry,
and my Alexa turned off.
I said the wrong thing. Whisper Flow. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Whisper
Whisper
Oh,
Flow.
well, that's
yeah.
whole
Super,
different now.
Super Whisper is also a tool, but they're different.
Yeah.
These devices listening to us is like, back in the 80s, 70s with microwaves. Don't stand in front of that microwave.
Right. Get the radiation,
Or
right?
get the radiation. Or, I mean, new technology frightens people until it becomes, and it
The
doesn't
stand-
matter what the technology is, until it becomes
the standard.
so accepted that people cannot ignore it anymore.
Mm.
Yeah, the standard. And it virtually doesn't matter what the technology is. It doesn't have to be computer technology. It can be coffee pots.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
What's up? That's
No,
what's up.
I do letterly. I just had this meeting, and the gentleman that was with me, he couldn't believe. He said, "Man, you did a good job taking notes, because we were meeting and eating at the same time, and letterly, shout out to letterly, I just set the phone down. She didn't even. When she left, I summarized it. I texted to him. I said, "Now you go do whatever you do, and you pitch it to her however you want to pitch it to her." And literally just sat there and just took it all in. Speaker 1, speaker 2, speaker 3. And now he was able to, right there, a whole business meeting. And now he can take, so instead of, did I forget something? Did I leave something out? What? Nope, it's all right there. Literally.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm looking at Erica, what she just put in the chat.
We
I
don't have a
apologize,
microwave.
Don't even
cowboy.
have a
Please,
microwave.
we don't have a microwave.
Man. So when you get hungry,
South
like
Carolina.
middle of the night, and you want to eat
apologize.
real quick, you gotta preheat. You gotta broil. You got to. Lord, listen, you can't
Yeah,
just push
there's
the 30-second.
but Tallboy, there's a conversation that is not being had, and I don't know if you heard me earlier. I'm talking the consumer versus the operational side of my brain. But on the consumer side, there's a conversation that's not being had regarding data and constant recording of conversations and meetings and activities. We understand that it's the norm now, so to speak. But there's a conversation that's definitely not being had that seriously needs to be had.
And when you say that, in a good way or in a bad way?
Neither. It's neutral. It just needs to be had. There are things, AI governance, even for small organizations, even for us as individuals, we're not having that conversation and really understanding what we need to understand. We're not having the conversations about how long you keep this data. We're not having the conversations about understanding that all of that recording now enters a different realm of when you need to know where it is and what happened. And I'm not saying it's neutral. It's this is truly a neutral conversation, but just like having the conversation with people, and I think James, one of your technologist forums, yeah, with you and Matt, we talked about how people need to understand data protection and security practices. The next level is there's a conversation that needs to be had in this realm. It's convenient, it's getting to be normal. It does things that we as humans sometimes have not been real great at doing, taking notes and whatnot, and summarizing and grabbing action items and whatnot. We also, which is something you do really well, Tall Boy, we need to make sure we're educating people around some of these topics.
Mm. Mm.
You do this really well on the consumer side, but it's a conversation that is not being had. And
I
it's
don't
one
know.
that needs to be had.
I don't know how, and this is just my take. I don't care how people think politically, positive or negative, about who's currently in office. But what I do know is he's pushing AI forward. And I'm not telling you to regulate it. I'm not telling you to deregulate it. I'm not telling you to do that. But they say, if you want to be in the game, you got to understand how the game is being played. So until
Right.
there is regulation, you have to get with the times, whether you learn this AI or you don't, because you're going to, I don't want to use the terminology, as they say, you're going to get left behind, right? That's my tagline for the Lab Tech Show, right? You're going to get left behind because the current administration is saying you're going to use AI whether you like it or not. And that's just what it is. And I don't want to be disrespectful to anybody saying I don't like it, I don't want to embrace it. But as we go into 2026, we're about to go to CES, and this stuff is baked in everything, from the microwaves to the refrigerators to the deep freezers to your cell phones. It's listening to everything that you're doing, is making it better. To Florence's point, those conversations do need to be had, right? And whoever the viewer is, they have to find somebody that they can resonate with and say, how can I learn as much as I can from somebody that I can relate to? And I just leave it at that.
Yeah,
Right.
I think you brought up a good
Yeah,
point too,
absolutely.
Tall Boy,
Absolutely.
because I think we're still in that point with AI where it's still a marketing headline, right? Where you can say, "Oh, this has this AI feature," and then it's something that people can kind of lead with as a headline. But eventually, it's just going to be like electricity. It just is inherent in everything, and you can't use it to market something. It just will be there. And so that's the thing I struggle with most is all of these things, like Tallboy, the example you gave of the note taking service that you're talking about. That is an actual functional way of utilizing it. It's for you to be able to do that and use it where you couldn't sit there with a notepad and be able to get that information. But there's so many of these things that create all of this extra time for us. What are we doing with that time? And that's the thing that I struggle with most is everybody's scrambling to understand the stuff, but are we really focusing on the stuff that's going to help us do something functional for what we want to do to create that time to be better? And that's really what I struggle with mostly, is because, I mean, man, every day you wake up and there's 17 new things. And you just can't. I mean, it's water out of a fire hose. You're never going to be able to learn everything, but you can learn from smart people like y'all and go, okay, this whisper flow, how can I use it effectively for what I can do? And then I get extra time to spend time with my family, if that's what you want to do. Be more profitable in my business, if that's what you want to do. Practice more self-care, get physically fit, like whatever you need to do. But I think there's not enough of thought about that. Like, how can I use this to further myself is great, but now I have all this extra time. What other things can I do with it is really what I struggle with.
For the ones that are not familiar with WhisperFlow, it's a dictation tool that instead of you on your computer or on your phone, if you have an Apple, and y'all know I'm team Android, so Apple, iOS, and PC, not Android based. Instead of you typing, You literally hold down 2 buttons or find the key that you like, and you just talk into your microphone. And even if you say, I need to go here on Wednesday, nope, scratch that. I needed to go on Tuesday. Normally you have to hit the back button. The dictation tool literally corrects the mistakes. And so instead of how much time does it take you to type versus how much time does it take you to talk? And for WhisperFlow to give you that, I'm training myself to say, let me hit these 2 buttons and just talk out my thoughts, because we know what we want to say, but our fingers may not do what our brain is telling us, if that makes sense. And so WhisperFlow allows you to say it. And then even if you get flustered in your thoughts, instead of you backing out, it automatically corrects it for you. And it works on any browser. So if you're on Facebook, if you're on Microsoft Word, if you're on delta.com, or you're on whatever website that you're on, you just hold those 2 buttons down, or whatever your key functionality is, and you talk, and it gives you everything that you need. So to me, I just feel like WhisperFlow going into 2026, for me, that's going to be a tool that I need more time. And shameless plug. And I know James is going to jump in and tell me shut up, but this mouse here, Lexa, we met them at CES, right, James? We met. I flew out to France.
You sure did, yeah.
I flew out to France to go meet with this team. They were selling this as a gaming mouse.
Yeah.
Right? They were selling, and I said, sir, you're doing this wrong. And he said, what do you mean? I said, sir, this mouse right here has a joystick right here. How many tabs do you have open on your computer right now, on your laptop? How many tabs do you have open? You're telling me if I can flick up or down, you're telling me I can go from tab to tab to tab. How many times do you take out of your day on your computer to take the mouse and go, okay, which tab was that again? Which tab was that? And you're literally flicking. You press up or down and your screen goes up and down. Instead of using this scroll wheel right here, instead of using this scroll wheel here, you're using this joystick and you're flicking up and down, switching from tab to tab or scrolling up or down, and you can control your speed. And it works with seamless apps. And you can program it from gaming to PowerPoint to Excel to Microsoft Word to whatever, Adobe Premiere, whatever the software is. I literally flew to France to go meet with this company and say, hey, how do we bring this to market and make some stuff happen with this? And we worked out a situation, and people are interested. They can send me a DM and I help you out. I get you one.
You got them for sale on tallboy.us, ladies and gentlemen. And hey, I got both phones. So stop messing with me.
Oh, God.
2 phones, 2 lives.
No, it's not a burner. I'm just saying,
Okay.
I'm rocking
All right.
both.
All right. Just checking.
I just wanted to put that out there. Just like Erica said, well, she Android for life. I'm not. But
what I'm saying is these are all productivity tools to save me time.
Yeah, no, I don't want to interrupt, but again, that's a question that Florence was asking to the community earlier on. What have we learned, and what are we going to take into 2026 that's going to make us more efficient, make us more effective as we move forward and building our businesses and building our brands? And the fact that you are, again, also looking to be more efficient with your 1,440 minutes per day by using WhisperFlow or these other tools, that matters. Right. And we want to continue to give you those flowers and give you that recognition, because, again, you're not going to get the time back. And no one's in your corner as much as you until you realize how efficient, how effective, and how much more, I'm going to say, again, my word for 2026 is efficient, how efficient that you can be for the new year until you realize it yourself. So if that's one of the tools that's at the top of your list to make sure that you're on task, if that's your Pomodoro timer for the coming year, if that's going to keep you locked in for 20 minutes, then you take a break, then you get back to work, or whatever the case may be. But if that's going to keep you locked in so you can get what's out of your head into paper, onto digital format, or into your notes, then definitely leverage that and definitely use that. I want to do this because, again, and I'm going to say something that Tall Boy knows I always say. I'm going to be cognizant of folks' time. There's a couple of sayings that I got as a
Basically, he's saying
season.
he ready to wrap this stream up. That's what he's saying.
See, don't do that to
That's what he's trying to
don't
say.
do that to me.
Once again, I'm gonna say this in
I'm
2025.
gonna unpack this stuff that I got that I'm taking for you in Vegas. I'm gonna unpack it if you keep talking
He will
trash.
do it. You know. I say what he want to say. He says what I need to say. That is the thing with. That's why James and I did reboot it earlier at the top of the year. I say what James want to say.
Oh, you guys don't fight. We got all the way through the end of the year.
Hey,
Y'all don't
hey,
fight.
Chris, again, that's that 9 to 5 messing with the 5 to 9. Right
Girls, you're both pretty. You're both pretty girls.
James says what I need to say. I say what James wants to say. So when he say he cognizant to everybody's time, he said time to wrap this shit up. All right.
I'm the boardroom. He the barbershop. I'm the boardroom and he the barbershop.
Hey, that's a new show, From the Boardroom to the Barbershop.
Fly this plane home. No, then
Probably already is.
I say 35,000 foot level. I'm not what I say. Bring this plane in. That's what it is. I say it's time to bring this plane in.
Put your tray tables and your seat backs.
Yeah, my word for
standing upright positions.
God, dog, that's a good word. See, why y'all?
Come on, talk virtual. I like that revenue.
I'm
gonna use
the
Suno.
word has been the word has been given. Fly this plane home.
The word has been given. Bring ye all
the
ye
boss
ties
has spoken.
To the storehouse.
The boss has spoken.
Well, she says she cooking, so I got a few minutes.
Come on, James. What you trying to say?
I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just.
Well, then just keep having the conversation until you
until I get told to leave. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave when I'm told to leave. Because again,
See, this is why I need to be producing this stream. Because see, when you need to go, just tap out. I'm having a good time. Why you got to mess up my vibe? Why you got to mess up Stone's vibe?
You want to take over reboot?
He's trying to. He's trying to leave people.
I'm not gonna leave
more.
now because listen, it's East Coast for 3 of y'all. Who knows if y'all trying to go to sleep? It's 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock. I don't know if it's bedtime. I don't know if y'all got something on.
We could have been on 2 more topics and we didn't had to do this. So just come on.
Let me find where my panel at to take him off camera forever.
I do want to ask. Wait.
Forever.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
I do want to hear Chris Stone. Since Tallboy, you shared your mouse. James, you shared yours. I shared mine. I would love to hear. Be nice.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Dr. Stone, what's your one thing? Doesn't matter what it was. Process, gear, app, thinking, book, music, whatever that you employed in 2025 to get you closer to where you want to be going into 2026.
I will. I don't know if there's one thing. I will tell you that there is a process in my business that needs improvement. And it was a nice problem to have, but I had to onboard 3 new clients at once. And so when you set yourself up as in a business like whatever the business is, and your service is something that isn't like inexpensive, like it's but and then all of a sudden you in your mind you're like, boy, if I could only get X amount more clients, and then you get it and you get one and you're like, cool, and then you get another one that's right the next day, and then the next week you get another one, and it was a lot at once. And so I had to get through that whole process of onboarding 3 clients at once for full scale podcast production. And it was a lot. And so I learned a lot through it. Didn't sleep a lot, but learned a lot through it. And so for me, what I'm going to need to do is to develop a better process for that nice problem so that I can do it more effectively, because if it happens again, other things suffer, right? Personal life suffers, self-care suffers, all those things suffer. and then you got to manage it on the back end. So for me, I really, I've really got to develop a better process in my business that allows, I've got to be able to delegate more tasks to my team. There's too many things that I do that's just me, and when you have a new client that is buying you, and you can't be there all of the time, you have to be able to manage that with those clients and give them the trust that comes with that. So that's kind of that's just off the top of the dome. I don't know that's something I got to work on for this year. Thank God I got through it, and but it's a thing. It's a thing. And then you got to be ready when you lose clients, right? That's another thing too. A lot of people, they get fat, they go like, they lean back and they get lazy and they just and then all of a sudden you lose 2 or 3 clients and you're just like, whoa, my revenue went from here to here.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to be ready to have that, to be able to manage that process, because it's not, you gotta get recurring revenue in and develop processes around it. So that's kind of, I don't know. I don't even know if that answers your question or if that's exactly what you guys were wanting to hear, but that's what I got.
It's what you got, and that's what's important.
Question: When you do your onboarding, Chris, is this walking them through tutorials, or is this walking them through how to use certain systems on, like, example for Descript or something like that, or is this like what does that look like for you?
It's really about if a new podcast client really just has nothing, right? They have maybe a name for a show. They don't have any branding. They have lots of content sitting on hard drives and Dropboxes and Google Drives all over the place. And so they need intro videos. They need branding. They need concepts for shows. They need guests to be set up. They need scheduling. They need like all of these things to develop a podcast and schedule something for it to be launched. All of that takes an inordinate amount of time. And typically when I have one new client, I can handle that for sure. But when you got 3 at once, it's a lot. And so it's developing better. I have a process for it, but developing a better process to be able to churn that stuff out like a real marketing agency would, with multiple clients. A real marketing agency doesn't have one client. I mean, I guess that would be a nice problem to have if you have one client, right? You made it by with one client, but yeah, it's a lot to onboard somebody that comes to you and says, here's my concept, here's the name of my show, here's kind of what I want it to look like, and then develop that soup to nuts and get that launched with everything, around it is that's kind of the thing. But yeah.
I was gonna say, I'll let you go ahead and talk about it too. But what's interesting as well is we've talked about this. The what you have to do is something that can't be automated as well. That one-on-one conversation, that one-on-one engagement has to be a person. So it's interesting also what Erica is saying. So is your word for the new year going to be delegation, expanding that team, since you can't be in all those places? And I think all the 4 of us have this in our wheelhouse as well. We keep a lot of the crown jewels real close because it's got our name on it. It's got our brand on it.
Our DNA.
It is us. It is why we do what it is that we do. So do you allow someone else to do that? You're not going to allow Claude or Perplexity or Magi to do your onboarding process. You're not, because that's not who we are. So someone physically a human actually has to have that conversation. Tallboy, go ahead, man. I just wanted to put that in there as well.
I don't know how much I should give out online as opposed to us having a conversation, but I definitely would find the proper AI tools to help.
It's interesting that you bring that up, and I say we shouldn't do it.
That's you. That's your perspective.
Yeah.
But the technology is here to where you can now simplify. And I'll give you this case point. My little brother has an opportunity of a lifetime for a job that he's looking for or that he wants. And it's for a very prestigious job. He already currently works for the federal government. Not putting too much of his business out there. I literally said, he was like, he had all these discombobulated thoughts and he knew what he wanted to say. He knew what and I pulled out literally and I said, just talk. I let him literally talk for an hour and a half. And I took all of his thoughts, put them in a format and said, put this in a detailed format. And I literally said, help me create what I'm looking for. And I gave the job description. I gave his resume to the AI platform of my choice. And it gave me a conversation. And after that conversation, it helped me formulate a whole plan. And then after that, I said, I had to ask me certain questions, right? I formatted it to ask me certain questions. And after it formatted the certain questions, I said, I just had a conversation with my colleague, and this is the conversation that I had. And I put those detailed notes in, right? And all of a sudden, it gave me the framework to create something in Gamma. I use Presenti, but he uses Gamma. I told him, don't get Gamma. Told him to come over here to Presenti, rock with me. He wanted to use Gamma because that's the toy. I'm not knocking either brand, but I went into Gamma, used it for him, and I presented it to him for Christmas and said, Merry Christmas on behalf of me. This is your framework. When he looked at it, everything that he wanted, to Chris's point, it was all over the place. And by using a few AI tools, and within a couple of hours, I was able to flush out his whole idea. And now he has his framework to now he called me excited saying, oh my God, I got to this. He's got this interview coming up in a couple of days. And I just gave him the framework. And then now, because he knows the information, he's now able to take the information that he already knows, but I gave him some framework to go off of. But in his head, he had all these thoughts. So maybe we can have that conversation offline, if that makes sense, if that's something you're interested in. And then now you can say, hey, what's this tool again? What's that tool again? How did you do this? How did you do that? And then now you go into 2026 and saying, I can still have this ownership because I'm turning it off in the settings and not train on my data. I don't know if they still are or not. We don't know, but I turn it off in the settings to where it's mine, hopefully. I took the information that I just let them cook, and then I went in and enhanced what they wanted. And then now I was able to turn what I needed. And so now if you do this once a day or twice a day or, and then now in a couple of hours, you can have everything that you said you needed. And you leverage the AI to work for you, if that makes sense. I hope that helps you going into 2026.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in Claude like 3-4 times an hour, and developing all kinds of stuff, man. That's my jam. And I use it constantly, especially for content creation. Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff that is a human being needs to be involved in when we talk about like remote production, right? And yeah, there are some of these things you can use for video editing, audio editing, and I use those where I can. It still is a ways off, but in the end, it's just about getting more team members for a lot of that work. But the process of onboarding is kind of, to James' point, a really inherently human thing. Once the contract is signed, it's like you got to touch base with these people as a human. That's what they signed up for. That's what they stroked you a check for.
No.
So
What
yeah,
I'm saying is you're letting them talk. Let them flush out the ideas. That's all I'm saying. Let them flush it out, and then you go behind the scenes and you utilize these services to help you
Sure.
level up. And then you may want to look at, as you're doing this with them, there's a software tool out called LayerPath or SmartQ. You may want to look at those two tools right there and see how, as you're doing the onboarding process, screen recording, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Look at that, and as your screen recording showing them how to do it, then this could be their blueprint of what to do. Step 1, step 2, step 3, and then now you can do this with each person. And then now, instead of you repeating it over and over and over, here is a 5-minute video tutorial that you no longer have to repeat yourself, because now you have this this screen recording tutorial to help you with your churn, since you have 3 people at one time. Hopefully that helps. So
I tell you what,
Yeah.
this what I want to do. I'm gonna call you on the carpet on this. I don't know if that what I don't even know what that means, because you're both chiming in right here. Week 4 of the month, Erica. I'm gonna see if Tallboy will be available to come on the Technologist Forum, because the other co-hosts for week 4 may be occupied with some other things, and talk through some of these things, because she's mentioning transcripts she's talking about Gamma, talking about Notebook LM, and talk about, you've mentioned a couple of platforms as well. That would be a decent conversation to have about workflow analysis, being effective, being efficient, leveraging some of these technology tools, things like that. As opposed to, my initial idea is to charge folks for that admission to that conversation, making that a premium level of content. But let's do that. So, Erica, since you being very vocal in the comments, we'll introduce you to Corey Tallboy Sanders, and next 4th week of the month we're gonna have a AI conversation. Okay, let's do this.
For the ones that use it, you will advance a lot further. You will make your work. And this has nothing to do with Stone. This is just for anyone who chooses to use AI. You're going to advance a lot further in your process, as opposed to the person that chooses not to use it. That's it. I mean, you could be good at what you do, but I mean, if it took me 10 minutes to do it and it took you 3 hours to do it, I'm on to the next step. Where are you? You still thinking? So there's no disrespect. I'm just calling it what it is.
Love it, man. Love it. She ready.
Come on.
Look at it. We ready. This is what we do. All right.
James booking clients for 2026 and 2025.
We booking.
Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. He's
Hey.
smart.
It's time to put your tray tables and headrests back up.
We're gonna go and bring this plane in.
Yeah, there it is.
And we're gonna be
A
cognizant
pilot.
of folks' time, because for one, my
Bring
wife
your
got the
seats
heat
up.
on in this room. And my wife turned the heat on in the house, and in the studio here, I was just
The
texting
lights
with her.
is
You know,
blue.
72 feel like 82 in here, so I'm sweating. I'm perspiring. I need to go get another old fashioned.
That is not gonna help.
It's not going to
With
help.
that problem.
It's not going to help.
That's true.
We're going to go around the horn. We're going to go around the horn. We're going to go ladies first. Give your website where folks can reach you, because I think that matters. Hopefully, folks, I mean, there's a gang of folks that are still here, again, for an impromptu stream going out to a handful of locations. Walter Strong, we see you, brother. I see you over there on Instagram. Keep doing your thing, man. Keep doing your thing. Appreciate you for
What's
being
up,
here.
Walt?
Florence, where can people find you?
FlorenceDonald.com is a great place to find me, or you can come to FlorenceDonald.live/school. If you go to FlorenceDonald.live.com, you'll find it there as well. Love to connect with you.
Mr. Stone.
I am at castahead.net.
Yeah, he just quick and that's all it is.
One
to it.
website.
Done one more. See,
Castahead.net.
efficient. See that? Efficient. I'm over here. .live.org. That link.
Yeah,
.net.
.net. I got one net.
That's it. Tallboy, talk to these people.
Well, since I'm talking to the 20 people that's watching right here and wherever you are on Instagram and TikTok, I know some of y'all watching on your phone, but if you're at your computer, pull out your phone and step into the office. Pull out your phone now. Open up a new tab. I'm waiting. There you go.
This thing extra, boy. Extra.
Selling mine.
Spill.
I'm selling mine. Y'all there yet? Okay, cool. Connect.tallboy.us. If you want to learn AI, got you. Got a tech problem? Got you. All my social channels? Got you. If you want to learn this tech content, labtechshow.com. It's going to take a minute to get there. LabTechShow.com. So connect.tallboy.us, LabTechShow.com. There it is.
I don't think we're connected on LinkedIn yet, Corey Sanders.
You
Corey
can definitely tell
Tallboy.
that this man worked in radio because the flair for the dramatic. Matt House, I see you, brother. Appreciate you for joining in. The man, you know, he took us on a journey just by giving his URL, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, connect.tallboy.us.
You're going to say it again, people, right? So folks remember, right? You say it 3 times, people remember.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Oh, Lawrence, don't be messing up my connect.tallboy.us.
Don't worry about it. I got the isolated track. I'm gonna send it to you, and it's going. You can turn that into a clip, boom, and then throw it into the script. Put some B-roll in it. It's dope. We're gonna make that happen.
Just don't be in the picture real small and have me big and you over there giggling. Just don't do that. Don't.
I'll make a fool out of you and a fool out of me. I won't do that to you. Hey, you have been the butt of some not jokes, but you have. I've had a couple of them go slightly.
He's taken
viral.
one for the team.
Yeah, you've taken a few
He's
for the
taken
team.
one for the team.
You have definitely.
That's why I said don't do it. Don't do it.
You have definitely been my left tackle, boy. Been on the blind side. Got a scoop. Hey, appreciate you though, brother. I'm gonna shut this down too. You can go ahead and leave, man, if you need to. I appreciate you. This is what we do. I wanted to just get together real quick. Lord have mercy, it turned into 3.5 hours almost. But just
this was supposed to be short. What happened?
This was right, but then we got family together, and we started having conversations. And y'all enjoy the rest of 2025. Y'all thrive in 2026. I know we are going to expect that of each other. Right, we are going to hold each other to a higher standard because we have things that are of value that doesn't matter. We have communities that are following us, and when we speak, a handful of folks listen. So that's where we're gonna stay. I'm gonna see one of these gentlemen on the screen here in a couple of weeks. We're gonna break bread. We're gonna walk these streets. We're gonna get this content. I'm gonna see the young lady to my other side, and we're gonna have a workshop talking about the value of monetizing your communities on these digital platforms. I'm looking forward to that in February. This is what we're doing. Like Tallboy said, booking clients, just trying to rise above, trying to get 10% better than we were last week. Y'all good? All minds clear?
LabTechShow.com tomorrow, my end of the year stream on YouTube.
Gangster boy.
Look okay.
Yeah, just look
End
at
of the year
it.
stream. We trying to do awards. Who was the best guest? Maybe James might win. Maybe he might win it next year. Maybe he might win it next year. I mean, tomorrow he might. But tomorrow, if you're free, 8:00 Eastern, live on YouTube.
I'm not offering any gifts though, because if I got to ship them out to the UK.
To the UK.
The Lab Tech Show tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern. If you're free, it's the end of the year stream. Hopefully you enjoy it. It's a way to simplify technology in a language that you can understand. And we just kind of recap some of the top stories, some of the top products, some of the top guests. Learn some word of the day conversation.
That's why you're drinking Red Bull at 10 o'clock at night, because you're working on the show.
Well, I was working with you, but I'm about to be working on this show in a minute.
Yeah, that's why you're drinking Red Bull right now instead of Minute Maid, because you're working on that show. Okay, I'm going to stop putting this business out there in these streets. Y'all be good to yourself. This is my family here, right, y'all? But I know my people. Florence, be well. You almost said something just now.